can't remember which turns they are. We'll do that during the break. I'll break out the circuit map and we'll call through the lap as he's finding more time. He's and dropping a little bit. Good drive out. I like this section here. It's very, very curvy, very demanding, very technical. This exit curve here, that's about as close as you want to get for a track limit there. Half a tyre on the riffle strip.
Yeah, coming the second to last corner, he's just gaining, micro seconds there. He's still 0.3. Oh, nice run. Can he get a good run out? Oh, just split a little bit. He's still close to 0.4 up. That's going to jump him up a couple of spots. He's going to jump close to about fifth. He's going to be very close to fifth. Once he crosses the line, I must have had that track limits when you called.
Oh no!
Yeah, it would have been track limits.
That's interesting because that wasn't a red time. Was it an outlap? Interesting. No, very interesting.
But he was pretty wide there. Oh, that's definitely
there you go.
Wide.
That's definitely a cut. So well, maybe this will be the valid lap. Who knows what Kunos does these days? So Ben Piper, who was P74, slipped down to P11, and as we're looking at Ben Vintner in the 27 Pidgey car, there's quite a few Pidgey cars here tonight, I've been told. I've seen 3. I haven't had a close look. I've seen cross the line and P6 and 8 tenths off pole, and very, very close to P5. As to see Luke Johnson return to pits in P7, and we're watching an excellent drive through turn 1. Gains and losses again. Corner 1 giveth, corner 1 taketh.
Absolutely, they definitely take it away on this track. It's so easy to bleed some time around this track. So we're on Vintner here. We've just seen how he's going with the Nissan. He's in 6th place. There's the track limits. He's gone to red as well.
Still got time.
He's got time to get around and do another hot lap. So he's going to be pushing it right to the end there. Now we're on with Bank, who has changed. Last season he was driving a Porsche. This season he's gone to a BMW. Nice looking livery there for him as well.
No, wasn't that someone else's livery? That Cheeto's good? That was it Ralphie? No,
not sure.
Someone else. Oh, a little bit of pollination of cars. No updates on the current state of the toilet in the comms box. Really? What's going on here? What toilet? What have I done? What? Okay. Hearing news from our pit lane reporter, our audio wasn't coming through and we weren't aware of it. Oh wow, 1 tyre off the track, one tyre on the track. That is absolutely borderline staying in. 0.2 up. It's going to move a lot of positions for Ibrahim up the list. Getting close to the car in front. Don't think the aero wash will impact too much, but we'll see. Going through the last corner, looking pretty strong through the last corner. Everyone's a little slide there, maintains it's finding some time on the exit, well driven, and P7 for the Pro-Am driver. Oh, that's pretty good. Yes, that's pro pace there, 1 second off pole. I smell an upgrade during the break.
Yeah, I've seen him practicing on this track, but I'm surprised he's in a BMW. I actually saw him practicing in a Ford, and he was pretty rapid with the Ford, but he must be a little bit quicker. Oh, here we go. That's Stevenson. He's decided to pull over, call it quits.
Not a bad time to pull over. P11.
Yeah. Kong's on a red lap, so I don't think he's going to improve on this one. It's showing red up on the timing board there. Cooley in the moment is on pole with the 42.412, I think it was. Which is a very, very quick lap. Here we go. We're on with Aiden.
Needs to find 3 tenths on the exit.
Just slid it coming out of the last corner there. So most of them are going to be finalising their laps. It's very, very hard to get a rhythm on this track with so many cars. He's just...
Yep, so comms... Yep. Judging that's a 3-minute lap, I reckon this is a valid lap. We've seen this a couple of times. So 3 minutes 47. I think that includes the pit leaving time. 2 tenths up. Oh, that's going to move him up. That's potential top 10. Is he going to get out the exit? He's got the exit. He's got the power down. He hasn't lost too much. He is losing much. P11. Oh, so close.
Very close.
Times. 8th through to, what's that, 13th was about 1/10 of a second. And we're looking at Nathan Marks. Whoa, he's a bit out of position. Needs to find something special in these last two corners. 16th. That's a bit of an unusual position to find himself in. Going through the last corner. Any gains is a good game, but he's needing 2/10 to make any positions up. And we will find out very shortly. And it is not going to happen. 16th for the pro driver in the car number 81, Nathan Monks. Oopsie. Wow. Well, that was a bit different to what I expected. Excellent qualifying by Bank. Oh, still got some more times coming through. We've got Mantles coming through. He was a new pro driver. 18th. Oh, yeah. People are getting some super fast grid today. Hey. Oh,
Yeah,
let's see if we can break that down.
Oh, I'm getting excited about this. With so many cars, look at the cars on the grid. That is what you like to see. All those cars on the grid.
That's a very full grid. Yeah, right there, George. That is so good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go through the grid. So race format tonight is a 1-hour race, one mandatory pit stop for fuel. Fuel is fixed as well, so no tyre changes. So that opens up the strategy. If you're going to go long and just have fuel towards the end or split it 50-50, there's a few different strategies here. You can also come in early as well to get away if you're sort of mid to backpack. Here we go, we'll go through it. So in first, we got Cooley in first, followed by Vintner in...
Just skip a few cars, coming back.
All right, so you got Cooley in first, second is Vittigar, third is Johnson, Squires in fourth.
It was a good off-season, everybody. Still getting our techniques down pat. Techniques. Why did I have to look at the screen then? I was looking at the qualifying table and then turn back. That's a lot of faces on those cars.
Ty in fifth, Vittner in sixth, Rondinell in seventh, Bank in eighth, Billet in ninth, and Al Johnson in 10th. To round up the top 10, and is there any new liveries for this season? Let's have a look going down there.
Ooh,
which one tickles your fancy there, young fella?
Young fella, that's lovely. What do you want? What do you want? You want something from me? I like the Castro car. And the Pidgey's cars always... I like the Pidgey cars because they're very vibrant and you know who's who there. I did get a message from one of the Pidgey drivers. A nice... simple livery there from the Aston, looking good. Tawfiq in a slightly different car, the 711, infamous, as in being in the famous.
The police car.
I do like that. I do like the Nissan police car. I do like the
Nissan. Need some flashing lights. I reckon that'd be cool. Pulling up behind with a flashing light, you just pull over, thinking you're getting booked for speeding. Be nice.
You can drive his hazard lights on. There you go.
Okay, the Penrite car.
Good looking Lexi. Very nice green. And a white combination there with the black on the back.
Andy Bishop with the Race Factory.
4 Pidgey cars and counting now. And that's Rad. Wow, Rad's out of position. I wouldn't say not out of position, but he's used to being more way up the front. This is a big grid. Does it go around the corner?
It's close.
Oh, it's another Pidgey car. What's that? That's like 20 Pidgey cars now counted. Is that right? I should have looked at the entry list. I'm still trying to find the circuit map for Hungaroring.
Remember, this has got turn 12A. Turn 12.
Oh, that's
12A, remember?
Oh, yes. We had an argument about that, didn't we? Pit start for Monks.
Ooh.
Is that why there's such a big field?
Maybe he's trying to give himself a bit of a gap because, like I said, if you're stuck down the back there somewhere, could hurt you a bit. It could be pitch strategy here to try to get a clean track out in front of him, to be able to crack some laps in pretty early. Short pit stop. There's a bit of a strategy there, so it has worked out for some people.
It's a tough one. It really is.
No.
Oh, last to first. That'll be a challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge on this track, even for him, I think. It's going to be interesting. There he is.
You work your way halfway up the grid. Oh. Well, it's better than some of his other liveries, right?
That's a bit sedate for Lucas, isn't it?
I get my drivers mixed up. Anyhow, it's going to be a very interesting start. I'm going to let you call it. So we got who's going to be the fast starter out of all those cars?
Fast starter out of those cars.
Probably the Nissan. I think watch Vintner. And maybe like Stephen Ty and the Honda. Car number 230 and 27.
It's very interesting because obviously turn 1 is a very, very slow corner.
Oh, sorry, George. My heart is broken. Not a single Porsche in the top 23.
Okay, so they're double stacking there side by side. Obviously, Hewley's in front with Vidigar. They're just going to need to get a pretty good start. We know the Merc launch is pretty good. Ferrari tends to be a little bit slower, but not too bad. That's been improved over the time. Coming around to the second to last corner, turn 1's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be any yellow flags. Coming around the last corner, starts.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck. Nice and clean, gentlemen. Nice and clean. Keeping those gaps nice and tight. Tightening it up a bit. Looks like your Cooley's just a little bit in front there, but should be good. And we are...
Green light. Give it a
Green. Here we go. Go down into turn 1. It's all tightening up there. There's a couple of 3 cars wide. Going into turn 1, you've got to hit your braking point. And he does hit the braking point nice and clean into there. Gets the acceleration out. No change there. Clean so far. Can't see any. Oh, good, clean start. Very clean start. We're on with Patrick Johnson. There's 2 lines going around this corner, but you do compromise yourself a little bit when you get into turn 3. But it's
yellows.
Good.
Yellows at turn 3. And a lot of yellows. Looks like it was mid-pack. Safety car not called, judging by the pace.
No, and there's car at the end there coming through. So now we're on Patrick Johnson coming into what we call the S's there. I call them the S's, which is T6 and T7 going around T8. They're all just taking it nice and easy. I think they're just, look, track limits definitely does a big part here, so they're just going to keep nice and smooth, get the tyres up, the temperature. It is an hour race. It's not a track, especially if you're not going to do a tyre change to wear them all out, but looks a little bit sedate, looks a bit calm and methodical on
I know. People are driving to survive. Well, what's going on? This is great. It's good to see not too much mayhem on lap 1. Hasn't finished yet, still. Oh, look at that train of cars coming through the last sector. It's like qualifying.
Yeah, they just noticed, oh, this is a DRS train, if they had DRS.
It is.
That was the first lap. I have to say,
very
uninspiring.
Very
49.1. Yes.
Sorry, 10 minutes in. Everyone's just settling in. First race of the season, coming in, looking good, and then all hats, gloves are off. 10 minutes in, I reckon.
10 minutes in, you reckon?
Yep.
Ooh, there's a little bit
or earlier.
Tafik's actually a little bit further down the pack than what I expected. I expected him to be a little bit higher up as well.
I think he hasn't been practicing as much as he normally does. That was from the previous season. You mentioned to me he's got a little bit less time to practice, but he still enjoys the sim racing. Good to see you here, Tawfiq.
I see that Billet or Kyle, who was in the top 10, he's fallen to... where was he? He fell down to 16th or something. Yeah, 16th spot. Ryan's gotten in front of him.
Oh, yeah, Billet qualified P9.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he was caught up in that yellow flag incident or just got monstered a little bit into turn 1. We'll find out later.
I think they got monstered into turn 1, man. Did you see there was like 4 cars side by side going through turn 1 in the mid-pack? Freaking insane, man. And they all kept it straight. From what I saw, no contact, no significant contact at turn 1, which is really well done by everybody. I do have the top 10. So the top 10 from qualifying, and you can keep an eye on where they are, and then we can talk about it. So it was Cooley, Vedica, Johnson, Squires, Ty, Vintner, Rondinella, Bank, Billet, and Johnson were our qualifying top 10. So how did that turn out?
Looks like Kong has made a bit of a move. He put himself into the top 10, same as Stevenson. There's another fastest lap by Cooley, a 143.115. Race pace, depending on how much fuel he's got, that is a pretty quick pace, that, a 143.1.
I'll be leaning towards...
Go on.
Strategy-wise, depending where you are in the field, if I'm near the front, I'd be try and go as long as I can, and if I'm like mid-pack back, I'll probably try for an early stop and hopefully get some undercutting. But as you can see, some stragglers at the back, and Monks has not caught up to the back of the pack yet. So it's a pretty fast-paced opening couple of laps. You know.
Can we have a look to see where Lucas is? Obviously, he started down the back there. I want to see how many spots he's gained, if he's gained any out of a 40-car grid. It'd be interesting to see where he is. He's 26, so he's gained a lot of spots there. He's gained almost 13 spots in a couple of laps. It's going to be interesting. There he is, going through with sedate livery. I'm going to call it a sedate livery. It's not up to his flary standards.
Yep. Comment from YouTube. Hayes is already on 2 cuts.
Off.
So our P18 driver in the number 50 Nissan. I wonder if he's going to use his police badge and just go, just let me through. No cuts for you.
Yeah, maybe get the siren going, you reckon?
Yeah. As we see, Keys have put a lot of pressure on D. Madden here in the 333 Ferrari in one of the Pidgey cars. And just look at Lucas's car name, Gobi Nagila. Gobi Nagila.
It looks like just on the comms there, it's saying potentially Kyle and Beck may have had a little bit of a touch there, which compromised both of them. We'll see what happens if there's anything that comes out of that.
Well, we'll leave that to the stewards decide. There's too much going on here to decide what we can ascertain what happened there. What we got here? We've got a bit of a gap with D. Clark at P30, the number 14 car. Okay. Comments from our pit report. We're looking for a replay from the lap 1 incidents and see what we can find. So replay inbound shortly. So short gap. So keep an eye on D. Clark. I'm curious to see if he's going to go for a super long stint down car P30, car number 14. It's only 3 seconds behind Kate Dawson, the 229 Ferrari. Interesting to see what the strategy is going to be. It's just so many cars. I'm trying to think of what strategies. What would you do? Like even Chris Cooley up front really hasn't stretched out. So maybe he's gone super long.
Oh, look, if you're in first, you wouldn't do a 50-50 split. You don't want to come back into the pack because obviously if second place decides I'm going to go long, it's going to here you go. Lucas is tucking himself out. He's going to go under brake here to go into turn 12. There he goes. He's made that stick. That's another position gain for Lucas. He's just going to defend a little bit. Nope, there you go. Another fastest lap by Cooley. 142.782. My God.
That's pretty fast. That took Keys a whole lap to pull that off.
There's only a couple of spaces. There's only a couple of spaces you can overtake on this track, as you know. And look, he's got a chance here to overtake another car going into T1. Is he going to do it?
Defense. No.
Well, his Pidgey car went wide.
Still on track.
Oh, he's got wide
a little bit. Keys is super tight in behind Oliver. Oliver knows how to race.
He's gone in. He's sending it. He's sent it and he's gone.
And he's conceded. Yep. Not wise choice. P23 is a respectable time. Oh, the Pidgey car on the grass. Did you see the snap? Hey, here we go. Replay lap 1. Oh!
Did he still got hit from behind? One of the two.
Wow. All I saw was grass and wall, so that would have woke you up.
Yes, correct.
Looking at Madden earlier as we cut away was he looked he was doing the Lando Norris. Oh, there's a backwards car, the Aston.
That's an Aston.
Charitus. Was that Charitus? That's Charitus. He's gone off. He was in a Porsche last year. doing it very well. Oh, he's got to let the whole pack through.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. He got out of the way in time.
There was a gap.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to make a mistake on this track, because especially with the 49 field or 40 car field, it's gonna hurt.
He was what, P9 at the time, P8, and he's rejoined, and the leader's already. By the time he rejoined, he's halfway around the circuit, and the leader crossed the line. Whoa, this is gonna be a long race for some drivers.
Oh,
and yeah, car 100 5-second pen. Did you call that earlier for the race start out of position? Car 100. Oh, another one as well. Reinhardt, car number 43, has also got +5. Oh, first pitters are in. P28 Jensen, car 95 in Anderson is early pits. Not sure if it's scheduled or not. A little bit of aero damage there for John on his front of the Aston there. So skill issue racing. Yeah.
It's not a bad strategy coming into the pits now, because by the time he comes in, you know, he might put a set of tyres, it'll be 30 seconds, and then he'll have just nothing but a clean track in front of him to cut some really quick lap times and potentially jump a few cars as well. I've done that before, and it does work. The key is you've got to get yourself out in front of those leaders and make sure you don't get any of those leaders catching up. If you can do that, and it's going to be interesting, they're coming up very close. This is going to be close, I think.
Oh, you don't want to be blue flagged.
No, that's where
he starts moving soon. Anyhow, we will see if it's 15 seconds for car 95 collision on lap 1. Ooh, oh, that's going to extend the pit time. Okay, he's rolling his left to pits. Oh, he's only got a short gap to the leaders. Oh, I hope this works out. That's what, 15 seconds? Ooh.
No, that'd be less than 15 seconds. You'd probably have about a 10-second gap there.
We will see.
Yeah, look, maybe he had some damage. It was a longer pit stop. Maybe the tyres as well.
I just see it now at the bottom of the timing table. Car 40 Jensen. He just finished his pit stop and he's got +15, so he didn't suffer the +15 while he got he was in the pit stop. If he had got a 15-second pen just as he was entering the pits and he had to serve it, that would be just diabolical. Yeah, I'm just looking at the pack now. There's a bit of a gap now between car 229 and 73. Who is that? Was it 23? 23? 73. Definitely a 7. Off that list. Okay. So that'd be cars down past P24. As we're looking at Josh Fediger in the Drive to Survive 999 Mercedes car, doing very well. Doing some excellent curb hopping there. That car looked pretty stable through there. I'm still amazed that with the off-throttle snap oversteer from the Mercedes. So respect to the people who are still driving it. And again, with Ben Piper down car number 26 down to P17, sticking with the Mercedes as well. Drive what you love, and you'll enjoy more. So looking at
the silly thing about that Mercedes, it's not that bad of a car. I've driven it a little bit, and on some tracks it is very, very good. So
it's the lift-off oversteer which I think catches a lot of people out when you're not ready for it.
You're just used to driving a Porsche that's not in the field, and you're just, there's one Porsche there. There you go. Yeah.
Mate, yeah. There you go.
He's keeping it up for the Porsche, mate. Just for you.
Yeah. Well, he's making spots because he was outside of the P23. Now he's P22, and you see him on track. Excellent. As we're looking at Saxon Hayes with what we heard earlier, +2 track cuts. Let's see how that goes. He's got a long way to go to maintain those track cuts. And got Bellet, who was one of the good qualifiers earlier. Where did he qualify? He said he was, what, P9?
Yeah, it looks like Cole's flashing a new livery for this season as well.
Oh,
he had the Japanese one last season. Looks like he's got new livery as well. Here he goes. Oh. Just trying to see what type, and he's obviously sporting the same car, but obviously he's behind Hayes. He's just trying to, but he's copping a lot of pressure from Piper from the back, especially with the Merc. I do believe the Merc's actually a very handy car around here. He thought about it. He thought about tucking it in there, didn't he?
Oh, he got a bit of snap oversteer, Billet did, on the exit there. He got a bit of tyre, what do you call it, burnout for the tyre? Bit of spinning up some of the tyres on the rear, keeping it hard. I think the fastest straight. Oh, there's a white. Oh, that's a blue flag. Oh, that's. That,
He's done the right thing. He's got out of the way.
Oh, there's some yellows coming at. What turn is that? Oh, I got it. That turn 4, I think it is, at the top of the hill. Yeah, at the top of the hill. There was some yellows, and car 6 has gone yellow at the after the chicane.
That's still saying what car.
That's the blue flag car. He's probably stopped to let everyone through because why would you ruin your own day? But it is a skill to drive in a pack as a blue flagger. You've got to let people through every couple of corners, or every corner, literally, sometimes 2 cars. Some people will be very pressuring you, very stressful. If you're here just to have some fun racing, absolutely. Do what you think is right and keep going. And there's some track debris in the middle of the straight I saw there. So someone's had a sign and this just bounced halfway down the start finish line. We'll check that out a bit later.
It shouldn't affect them too much.
No,
I've seen a lot. I've seen everything on the track. I've seen those yellow barriers on the track, orange barriers. It doesn't slow you down. You just go straight through.
Yes, it's good. It's cool, he hasn't stretched out much of a gap. 4 seconds on Vetiger, and right behind, in a very close proximity, is Johnson and Squires. I think the Ford will have a tough time coming to the end of the race, unless there's a tyre swap. Stephen Ty, 3 seconds further back. Benny Vintner, 1 second further back, and quite close to that pack is Ordinella, Johnson, and a short gap to Kong, and then pretty close behind is Stevenson. Ibrahim Banker's staying very close in P11 behind Stevenson, only 1 second behind, 1.4 now, with Tawfiq 1 second behind Ibrahim Bank. Interesting.
And you've got the Honda here. That's
yes.
Not many people drive that Honda, and his tyre's doing pretty good with that. He's doing very good to have that in P5 at the moment. It looks like he's cutting some decent laps. There's a few people that don't like it because they reckon after one of the updates, which was done many moons ago, apparently he's heard it, but he's doing a very good job at that at the moment in P5.
It has like the old Porsche things, doesn't it? It's like just say driving, nope, and just spins off for you. Something like that.
In the right hands, mate, that doesn't happen. Come on.
As we see here with Stephen Ty on lap 9, P5, and keeping it very respectable. Delivery looks very familiar. It must be one of the old ones. Looking at Ryan King in the Greenstone Tech Racing with the Nissan going very deep in the corner behind. With Saxon Hayes trying to chase him down, 0.2. That gap looks more than 0.2, or was that a pass? Okay, so I was right the first time. The Nissan went a little deep in turn 3. I do like this corner here. What corner is this? This is 4, 5.
Come on. You should know this one. Come on.
No, this is 6 and 7.
Yes.
8 I find really challenging, but very fun corner.
That's 8. That's 8. Yep.
This is 9.
Now you're going around 9.
Yeah. I got my map up. I'm counting. That's good. 10. 10's a fun corner because it leads to 11, and if you get 10 and 11 right, you can actually get a bit of a shot at turn.
That's a bit wide on it. I'll be tipping that's kind of track in a second.
Is that a +1? This party is 12A.
Right here, 12A. I love it.
12A. And then this is 13 to going through now. 14 for the last corner. And it's Manscal. I think you got a promotion this season, didn't you? Wasn't he Pro-Am last season?
Who was that? Kyle.
Mansell in car number 28, the BMW. Yeah. He was pretty new to OOR and really showed some interest, some very excellent pace.
Looks like Ryan King's going to get under a fair bit of pressure from Hayes now. Yeah, definitely he's going to put a lot of pressure on to see if he can withstand the pressure from Hayes. Mind you, there's a few cars behind him that looks like they're just staying with him. Yep. Okay, so here he goes out of what they call turn 2.
Turn 3's tricky because you can't cut too much of that corner because it upsets the car and pushes you wide for a track.
I've noticed there is a turn 1A as well.
What? Oh yeah.
That little kink after turn 1 is turn 1A.
They should take the corner numbering from Kyle Army. You know, down the straight, that's turn 1.
Yeah. True. So going up through the S's here, he's definitely got a bit of a run on him there, but this section of the track is very hard to overtake. There's always a slight chance. Yeah, you got to be patient. You got to wait for the straights. The Nissan's got a fair bit of legs on it, so if he gets a really good run out of here, or definitely out of the last corner down in turn 1, he could probably get it done. But Ryan's is a bit of a seasoned character as well. He'll know how to put the car, and hopefully he can stay nice and smooth and put a lot of pressure on him, because this is all good practice. The more pressure you get from behind, it just improves your driving. Yeah, gets good rotation out of there. And mind you, Ryan's got a car in front of him too, which is Mansell. Oh, a bit of a slide there. I saw from Mansell. Yes, a bit of a slide, which is going to compromise him himself.
Turn 1. Turn 1? Is it something going to happen?
It's going to be close. I just don't know.
There's debris. Sorry.
There's the debris.
Brake deep on the brakes. Controlled though.
Good rotation by the Lexus there. Oh, yeah, another ping coming through.
Hayes.
50. Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh. The driver we're with gets a pin. Too close to another car apparently, and they exchange paint numbers.
Oh. That's
unsafe. Unsafe overtake? Overtaking off circuit. Oh, didn't redress. I don't know. It's all speculation. I haven't seen any replays through turn 4. That was super tight.
Oh,
he did that last lap. He's got issues there. That's the second or third time I've seen him really get some slidey oversteer through there. He's very quick through here though, 6 and 7. He really cuts the first part and the second part really well, and seems to drive better than what the Lexus in front of him does.
Yeah, well, the Lexus in the part of the track where Hayes had the snap oversteer, the Lexus is actually not too bad. But yes, going through the S's, the Nissan's a lot better. Definitely through those S's.
He's missing some apexes. And he looked really wide in the previous corner. Hopefully, if he's listening, I hope I'm not putting you off your game, man. I know some people will actually listen to the broadcast as they're driving, so I should tell some jokes in the braking zone like I do my teammates.
Cole's put a bit of pressure as well, so you can't make too many mistakes here, because where you're trying to make a position, you could actually lose a position. So, this is getting very interesting up here. This is very tight between the three of them there. Hayes just needs to tighten up his line a bit to get back on the back of Ryan. Yep,
trying to get a bit of field spread now too. I'd say the majority of the pack is getting close to half a lap now.
Looks like car 81's got a 15-second pen.
Oh, Banks under pressure from Taufik. Taufik, is that in? He's on the inside for the turn 4. Banks challenging, not going to give up without a fight. Taufik cuts super deep, makes the pass. We'll see what happens there. If that was all legit, we'll give it a few corners and we'll find out if there's a redress or not. But that looked pretty tight racing. From the angles, it looked a bit uncertain.
No, I'll say it was good, as long as he didn't get a track cut. I think that was all fair, because you can go fairly wide on that corner. And if you don't get a track cut, that means it's all legit. Race on, but we'll find out soon enough.
I have to ask Taufik how much of that corner 4 he cut. That was a really deep cut, man. That was so deep. The cut was so deep, it's like my witchy insults.
Absolutely.
I thought my own joke. They're not very deep.
It's strange seeing back in a different car, because I'm so used to seeing in a Porsche. Here we go.
Oh, a bot's working. Is that from? Yeah, that was from early in the race. I think they're all banked up, so we might get a few coming through. I'm just looking at the leader gap. It's stretched out to 6 seconds now. So in the last few laps, it's really starting to stretch 2 seconds. I think the bottleneck at the moment is was. He's got a few cars behind him in close proximity. Then we had Bank was only really holding Taufik back. It's only really like 2 or 3 cars. The biggest one is Hayes. Hayes battling Mascal. Hayes got past King just recently, and then we got King, Billett, Sweeney, Lucas Keys is only up to P18 after 13 laps. So I think a lot of people would have thought more. He's taking it very easy, making sure there's no contact, respect to you, and drive forward. Yeah, very easy to keep an eye on the Porsche driver, still in P22. Small gap behind, but also a smallish gap behind as well. Appreciate. Jeez, this is a very strong grid. All these names of drivers, I'm looking at the list now, they're all very confident drivers.
Yeah, very confident driving, very fast. I'm glad I'm not in this split.
Same here. I'm retired. I'm retired. I'll just commentate now.
Back on with Ryan there. Obviously, Hayes has gotten past Ryan there.
Oh, Billet went super deep. Definitely a cut. Not sure if it's a +1. I'm looking for the DTs coming through. Oh yeah, these
oversteer for Ryan there. He's definitely trying to get it down. Obviously, Kyle, and then behind him you got Sweeney. They're putting a lot of pressure on Key. Let's see what happens with him.
Right. And then traditional race formatting goes. It's about now the early stoppers will be coming in, so keep an eye out for that. As we see King in the Lexi being chased down by Billet in the Nissan, being chased down by the Bentley. So it's 3 very strong cars.
Well, here we go for dangerous. Yeah, from earlier. Yeah, there you go.
And
dangerous drive.
Another Lexus. Woo.
There's a little bit of a tidbit here.
Yes.
Ryan and Kyle Billet, they only live about 1 minute apart. They didn't know about that until about 2 months ago.
I was going to say, big house.
Yeah, no, I was speaking to Ryan, and when I asked him where he lived in New Zealand, he told me, and I said, oh, Kyle's only around the corner from you.
No way. Make it great for endurance racing, just do a seat swap. As we see Keys having a look at Sweeney, or just letting him know he's there. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Keys can get through these 3 guys. One part is the tyre wear, and how the talent of Keys will get through based on the tyre wear. In the early days, the early part, everyone's got pretty fresh tyres, so it's easier to maintain your pace. But your tyres get hotter. Interesting.
Unfortunately, Lucas has got. He's sent it. He's got it easy. I was going to say that. Unfortunately, Lucas has got talent oozing out of every orifice of his body. So even with some tyre wear, he will still be overtaken.
Which
I've been on the receiving end. He annoys the bejeebers out of me. Oh, here we go. Piper in for his pit stop.
Alright.
Slows it down, gets on a bit. Here you go.
Car 2's off. Who's car 2?
Car 2.
Doesn't matter. Atanyaki. So Atanyaki's had a moment. Oh, with a bit of a flappy bonnet. Not a big one. Not a full chicken.
That's chicken nuggets.
No,
or chicken wings. Chicken wings.
I was going to say chicken. That'd be a steak.
A steak.
I was going to say that looks like a pineapple on the side there.
Here we go. Lucas is definitely putting some pressure on the old Kyle. Now let's see how Kyle can take it. Definitely through there. That Lexus is very good around there. Surely he can't do it around the outside. Surely not.
Around the outside.
Whatever.
Defender, don't give up.
Oh, no. You can't go around the outside there, really.
You considered that one. It's literally a case of what's the fastest way to finish my race.
I reckon Kyle didn't fight that hard. I think he just thought, no, I'm just going to run my own race. I'm holding him up. So
I didn't roll over. A Maryland steak. Yes, that'll be it. Traction circle. It's Maryland steak. Maryland. No, Maryland. That's the large chicken thigh. Whatever it is. It's a large cut of chicken.
You know your chicken.
I only know the bachelor handbag, which I didn't know. It's the first time I heard that. I think it was a couple of races ago. Oh, bachelor handbag, yeah.
All right, here we go. Lucas is putting a fair bit of pressure on now. This is going to be, I reckon Lucas, unfortunately, he's going to go into turn 1 pretty hot, and I reckon he might do this one here.
Go to the fence.
Last minute, he's going to pull out because he thought about it and didn't. Lucas is definitely very hot on the brakes. I just don't know how he can pull up the car so late and so well and get the thing rotated. But he does it. He does it time and time again, and as I'm going to keep on saying it, it's bloody annoying.
Yep. Next pit stop I've noticed is Yao, P22 in the Porsche going in. I only noticed because it's a white P, not so much the Porsche.
That Porsche should go right to the end, shouldn't it? And just come in at the last minute.
I think all cars can because it's only a 60-minute race. But yeah, it's an interesting strat though. To hold out to the very, very end. Your tyres will be cooked though. But you won't have to. Good job by Hayes. He's not, or King, sorry. He's not giving up. This is good.
No. I'll be tipping Lucas's favourite spot to overtake. He's obviously going into T12. He tends to get a very, very good run coming out of T11. And he might, is he close enough? I think he might be, depending on the run, I reckon he's close enough here if he gets the good run out of here.
I think he's definitely stronger out of the last corner.
Oh, just a bit wide from Lucas.
Yeah,
definitely wide through there.
Yeah, he got caught by the braking. Like you're saying, he's so good on the brakes, and his natural braking, from what I can see from that moment, is just like he had to avoid it. It was just, the delta was just too much. Well, more pit stops coming in. Squires, Federer, Rondinella, Torfig, Bank, right on the 30-minute mark. Maximise your tyre usage. Team has pitted.
This is going to throw the cat amongst the bitches if anyone stayed out a little bit longer.
And everyone's diving in. Is there rain coming?
Yeah, they are diving. I'm surprised. To be honest, I am surprised. I would have thought some of the front runners would have gone a lot longer than this. But obviously, tyre wear is a big factor on this. And there's a fair bit of sliding on this track, so tyre wear does play a big thing. Yeah.
Do you take tyres or not? Like, it's tough to overtake, but if you've got a tyre delta, like we've been watching Keys and King, right? Keys is, I think, being a bit methodical, measured in the overtaking that he's doing. But if you're racing for position, you're really going to throw it in there. So it's going to be interesting to see, the other leaders like Bettiger, Squires, Rodinella, and Torfig, and Bank as well. And Sweeney's jumped in. Are they going to take tyres? Because I think tyres is the fastest way to finish. You take the 5 seconds extra and you'll get that back, because you're going to be, I'm guessing, like 3/4 of a second slower at the end of the race than what you were at the front. As we see King still hold off Keys. Now Keys, I think, is very strong in this corner and definitely the last corner. So we'll see how we go.
The other thing with tyres as well, as we've known with the model on ASSETTO, not taking tyres sometimes does hurt you, because especially with 30 minutes to go, coming in, your tyres cool down. They don't seem to have the same edge when you come back out if you don't change them. So
hey, we got Keys have a look.
It's just not quite. He's definitely got
on the exit?
No. Unfortunately, it's
no.
Lexus against Lexus here, and if you don't get a squirm, it's not going to be easy.
I think a snap oversteer under braking from King there. Do you see the car like twitch out a little bit?
Yeah.
Interesting. A lot more people.
Here he goes. Here he goes. He's looking at it now.
You got to defend it.
Surely not. Surely not. Good camera work there, Glenn. Good camera work. I love it. Here he goes. He's got get the nice little run here. Can he get enough of a run? No. King's protecting that line. It's going to turn in, which is allowing Cole to just slowly but surely catch up to him again.
Yeah. Bill pitted? No, Bill has not pitted.
It's Cole Billet. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I suppose if he pitted or not, because these two have moved up into P6 and P7 now.
Oh, Lucas is definitely closer now. He's definitely close now. He's definitely going to send it. Absolutely. Lick that stamp stun. There he goes.
Does he pull it up in time? They're all gone. They've gone missing. Oh, there they are.
He put that camera where that sign is. Silly.
Unbelievable sign. They built the sign in the middle of the lap. How can they do that?
I think Cole just dived into the pits then, I reckon. Yep, sure did.
Cool is in the
there
pits.
He goes.
So it's King Spillet. Yeah. Most of the top runners are pitted. It's what I'm saying, right? The mid pack, the later half of the mid pack, not the end of the pack. As to see Hayes get around one of the Pidgey cars battling. No. That's a lot of cars in the pits. 26.
He hasn't pitted yet. That 5 seconds is going to hurt him towards the end there.
Yeah. Ooh, not as much as that. Ooh. And he had car damage as well. Oh, that's a double. Wow.
Double.
Yeah.
Here we go. Our leader has come into the pit.
Yes.
No? Yep,
yeah.
certainly has.
Yep. And exited. So we've still got... So Hayes is leading the race. We're watching our race leader now. Make sure you finish the lap so you tick that box of race lap led in season 25. And, you know what I think? Shout out to our sponsor Thermaltake, keeping Saxon Hayes' tyres super cool. He's going to go to distance. Is he going to be one of those last-ditch runners? Oh, there we go. Stevenson. I think it's the first one. I just saw it. Oh,
depending on where he's on the track, that will... Ooh, that could be speeding in the pit lane. No,
I don't know, because I reckon like we know Hayes is already up to +2 with a borderline +3.
That's just maximising the speed around the track.
Yep. It takes looks to get past when he can't.
Get past.
Interesting comment there, Josh P. Yeah. Yes. Need more Porsches. Make your life easier. As we see car 9 exit the pits, that is Chariotos. He's just gone a lap down, unfortunate, but he's pitted and the car in front has not. As you see, Keys and King have pitted. And Keys had just got past, so we'll see there'll be a pit lane battle there. We'll see that in the battle laps time. And we still got Bishop, Dawson, and Nathan Monk still kicking around at not pitting yet. And Keys and King battle for the retake over position. Who have we got here? Bishop and the Race Factory. Ooh.
No, he definitely has not pitted yet. In his Race Factory livery.
I'm curious to see how many players. Oh, and a pen for the pit. Oh, yep.
We've got Hayes out in front. Obviously, there's I can only see what 1, 2, 3, 4 cars that haven't pitted yet. Well, Monks has just come into the pits now, so there's only 3 more cars. It'd be interesting to see how long they'll go. I reckon they're going to go super long. I reckon they're going to pit with probably be about 15 minutes to go, and there might be no tyre change, I think, for a couple of these guys.
Yep. And you're right, getting back to your... I was supposed to say that. You ruined my story, Hayes. You're supposed to go to the end, man. So he's got +5. So who was he challenging before the pit stops all kicked off?
Well, that was because obviously he got past Ryan and all that. That potentially is going to drop him definitely down to about 15th, 16th again, I reckon. If he takes tyres, that's a 35-second pit stop if he takes tyres. If he doesn't, he just cops the pen with no tyres, that's 30.
Come out behind Piper? We'll see.
I reckon he's going to be... Well, if Kingy's not... I reckon he's going to be around about where King is. I reckon about 18th, 19th. Yeah, I reckon the right plan. About where Piper is. That's where I reckon he's going to come out.
And someone had said hello to me in YouTube chat. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, how come you're not racing tonight, mate? Porsche driver. We need more Porsche drivers. You would have doubled the number of Porsche drivers. Anyhow, interesting how Lucas passed the car around the outside in the Lexus. Yeah, they work together. I just read on your screen YouTube chat. 1988 collided and self-penalising. We mean, oh, hang on. Our lap time stewards have reviewed play on. Okay. So car 19 and 888. Oh, we haven't seen Rondinella much, have we? Oh, Rondinella and Johnson. So we got Dawson's just pitting now. So we got Bishop, who's the long player. Yeah, like if you're going to go this far, only still a few more minutes past the the halfway mark. Yeah, this would be the last. If he doesn't pit this lap, you want to go to the end. Otherwise, there's no point pitting now because you are not going to get the full use of the new tyres.
Plus, it's also depending on where you are. I mean, obviously, if he's going long, if he's got a clear track in front of him and he can maintain a consistent lap times, it's going to help him. So I'm just trying to see where he is at the moment. If Cooley's on the front, no, there he goes. He's just crossing the start finish line now. So, he's in the pits. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's a 1 minute gap. Just looking at the timing table, after Bishop pits, it's going to be all white apart from one certain I-Bank in the Pro-Am class, soon to be silver, so I say. And then it's working our way back down to silver. J-Rad's done really well, staying in front of Yao as the other silver, but only by 1 second. And it's, so it's almost a perfect lined up timing tower by class, which means everyone's in the correct classes, except for that one guy in 1:10.
And Hayes come out in 13th, and look who's behind him.
We are checking
the old keys.
The old keys in the fast car trick.
There he goes. Oh, he just over. Jesus, well done, Glenn.
Problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved. There he goes. It's not worth fighting this. Just let him go.
Oh, I don't know. Don't give in. Don't give up.
Put the sirens on. Pull him over for speed.
Well, that's it. That's it. You can't do that. You luxury export US car.
Come on, rid of him. Here we go.
Pulling out pretty quick. So P2 is Patrick Johnson, 10 seconds behind Chris Cooley. Then we have Vetiga, Squires, Ty, Rondinella, Johnson, Vintner, Kong. I think Kong's moved up a little bit. Torfig, Bank, Keys, Hayes, Manskal, Sweeney, and King bring out the top 16 there.
Yeah, both Tafik and Kong after their pit stops, they would definitely, if I'm not mistaken, Tafik was something like 16th at the start, and he's got himself into 10th place.
We are checking. 14th.
14th, there you go. He's got himself in the top 10. Kong, whereabouts was he? He would have been about 13th or something?
Checking as well, 11.
Oh, well. Oh, there you go. So, there hasn't been any huge movers. Hasn't been any big moves.
We have a spy. Saxon did not take tyres. So we'll see how Manskal will keep an eye on that gap between 50 and 28.
As I said, because of the 5 second pen, that hurt him. If it wasn't for that pen...
There's a move behind. I think it's Bentley getting past. Oh, no, it's a blue flag. Is that a blue flag? Yeah, I think it's blue flag.
I don't believe it is.
Got through.
It's Sweeney.
Yeah, Sweeney passed the Aston. That's a blue flag. The Aston was a blue flag, not a Bentley. So we're looking at Mansell in the BMW, car number 28. The next car behind on track is the 777 Bentley. And in between them, we have the Aston.
Oh, and there's, right. There we go. That 5 second penalty is what's caused him not to take those tyres. I mean, I probably would have done exactly the same. I wouldn't have.
10 seconds is a lot, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Still, it comes back to what's your fastest way to finish?
Ooh. Vintner, 5 second pen there. Come up.
Ooh, 27. That's Benny Vintner.
Yeah.
The other Nissan.
Ooh, that's going to hurt a bit. 5 seconds there is going to drop him well out of the top 10 because they're that close together.
Like 10 spots. It's so tight.
That's true.
Oh, blue flag. Woo. Okay, that's surprising.
What a place to overtake.
I know.
Around the pit lane. There you go.
I got a track cut doing that once. I was driving really deep. I went into the pit lane to swing wide. I got a track cut. Unbelievable. It was a dash line, man.
If anyone's going to get a track cut coming in the pits, it's going to be you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's the Porsche. Porsche on the Porsche thing.
We've all got stories. Was it Donington Park, going around the last corner, losing it, and going into the pits backwards. But,
I've done that. I've gone around the corner, lost it at Donington, and I had to go through the pits. silly. Oh, we're on with Rondinella. He's been quiet, but yeah, look, he's still got himself in. Where did he qualify? I think he was up there.
P7. He's made a spot.
P7. He's made a spot, so now obviously he's definitely right behind the Tate. Let's see if he can put some pressure on him and get past him.
Is DT for Madden, car 333. I think that's one of probably our first. Was that Squires? No.
That was the Bentley, I think, that just pulled over then to give him some room.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's look like they lost it, and it's like caught right up. So.
You're getting excited, son. You're getting excited.
Oh, it's very spectacular, and it would have been for position. And I will say, apart from Ty, no disrespect, mate, 10 seconds back, all the gaps are pretty high. I read in YouTube comments earlier, the Honda is pretty lame in straight line speed, and that's why people don't take it. I actually backed that up because I had a Honda behind me at Bathurst, and yeah, I was in a Porsche and I was towing him along.
I don't know about you, but he's in fifth spot, and he's got a McLaren behind him, and he's actually holding him, so he might not be as slow as what people say. Maybe on the big long straights, as say Spa, Monza, Bathurst, but on a track like this,
I think he'd be safe. Yeah. As long as you get the good exit at the last corner, yeah, you should be fine. As we're looking at Kong, getting a lot of pressure from Ty, and who's also chasing down Johnson, who's chasing down Vintner. Taufik is the red and blue car, and we're watching Kong. So Taufik behind Kong. That's what I said, didn't I? That's what I meant to say. Oh, Ty. I said Ty. Sorry. The name's beginning with T and got an A in it, and there's also an I. Confused easy. But look, something shiny.
It's getting a little bit exciting here. It looks like Bank is catching up as well, so that potentially could be a good four-way battle here. Anyone who makes a mistake, again, one mistake, you can lose a couple of spots easy enough, and again, it's not easy to overtake here, so you cannot afford to make mistakes or track limits either.
Very much so. And Johnson looks like he's got a bit of damage on the back of these diffuser, so that'll make the car extra spicy as well. Because McLaren's really sensitive to damage, right? I know it is on the front, not so sure about the rear.
Yeah, definitely. It does suffer a bit, get a little bit of damage. You do notice it where the Lexus, for example, I've been able to match my times with 13 seconds worth of damage, so not that I'm as quick as some of the other guys, but I can still maintain the same speed. It's once you get past the 13 seconds is where you start feeling it on the Lexus. Ferrari's a little bit susceptible, but not as bad as the McLaren.
He's having a look! It's a deep throw! He's given room.
Oh, there's just a little bit of a nudge there. He's yielded a bit. Yes, he has yielded there. Well
and
done.
A blue flag to make it fun.
Oh,
and that's Frank going deep
nice
at the back. Is that
legs?
Oh, that's another blue flag behind.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a track cut? Well, there's a track cut for car 251, just pointing that out. Billet. He's serving it now. Oh, jeez, that's a slide. That's deep.
That's going to be a track cut there.
I don't know. It's because if you're slow than what you were at the beginning of the race, it's just a notification. Oh, geez, these guys are so close together. Like if Honson don't balls it up, man, you'll take all three of them out. Oh wow!
Come on, man, get up there, put some pressure on them.
He'll catch back up.
Make them earn their due.
It's interesting to see how close they are. Like, there was a small gap that appeared, and how close that gap's filled. That'll give an indication whether I reckon they've taken tyres or not. I reckon they haven't. And I'm guessing we'll see how long it takes young Bank to get up there. He may have taken tyres.
Potentially, either that or Conk could be the cork in the bottle, just slowing everyone down, and because they're all he's got the McLaren that accelerates pretty well, I think, out of the corners. And the Ferrari...
You're defending already. Not trying to break the slipstream. I was going to say, that's a bit early, defending clean air.
I don't think you need to... Ooh, yeah, definitely under braking there, definitely better. Oh, maybe. Maybe Kong hasn't taken any tyres and he's just suffering under the braking zone. Let's see how he goes through here, T3. How does he keep it nice and tight? Gets on the power. Yeah, looks pretty good there. Does look good.
He doesn't look confident in turn one. There's downhill braking. It's also a McLaren thing of having weak brakes. And also this corner here seemed a bit... Oh no, all three are pretty good. I think it was just last lap. It was a bit spicy. The move in turn one put people out of position a little bit. Watching how they go through here. The Ferrari of Kong looks very much more stable than Johnson going through these curb hopping parts.
Yes.
So for Kong to get past, here we go, stay close in 10, stay close in 11, and you might have a look at the bottom of 12.
I think I might need to apologise too. Me the knob of Kong was in the McLaren, it's Johnson's in the McLaren. Why didn't you correct me?
I was too excited watching the cars.
You're supposed to be helping me out here, son. What are you...
I'm getting Torvik and tyre mixed up. Come on, give me a break.
So I do apologise about that. That's Johnson in front with the McLaren, with Kong behind him, with Tafik. There you go, I got it right. Oh.
And all very close together. Here we go. Does he get a good run out of... He looks much closer this time round.
I reckon this is definitely going to be a braking opportunity here. He's trying to defend. He needs to defend. He's going to go around the outside. There he goes. Dives on the brake nice and hard. Ken Johnson.
Is it two around the outside?
Oh, here he goes. He's held it. Next corner's going to be interesting.
You got to squeeze.
In a position to brake him.
You got to squeeze. Oh, bump. That's not the squeeze I meant. That's not the other squeeze I meant.
Tafik wants to get his nose in there.
Oh, they're faster. Oh, this is going to be mayhem. This is going to be 3 wide at turn 4. It's definitely 2 at the moment. Tawfiq. Yeah, Tawfiq backs out. Banks caught right up. Banks going to have a run at Tawfiq now. And as we see Kong get past Johnson.
That's it. Yeah, I reckon Johnson, I think you're right. Maybe Johnson didn't take tyres and he's just suffering a little bit. We know that the McLaren does use tyres a little bit. They all use tyres, but I can't remember if the Ferraris uses a fair bit of tyres, but he's definitely got a lot more speed in Kong, so he's going to start pulling away. Now it's up to Tafik to do the same thing. Can he brake him going into turn 1? Well, I think he can, and then, mate, you have got young Bank there, the young guys of today coming through, and he's improved heaps, and he just a no doubt. To him, I'd be tipping at the end of this season, the young fella will definitely need to progress into silver, because have a look where he is. He is a Pro-Am driver in the midst of all the pro drivers.
And at Hungary of all circuits, not an easy circuit. I've got a joke. If I've got time, I've got a joke. Okay. I figured out, I was disappointed with Bank that he wasn't in the Porsche, because he's been in the Porsche for a couple of seasons now, and we're watching Tawfiq's going to dive out, have a look. It's a slog scent. That's a bump. Oh, I don't think that's a fair bump. That's just...
No, I think you're right. But Johnson's on the inside there, depending if Tawfiq can get the run on the outside. Let's have a look going into 3. He does look at it. No, Johnson's got a little bit of power. Can he get it into 4? Tawfiq's going to get in there.
Here.
Yeah, just that allows Bank there.
Bank's gone to look.
Tawfiq.
Bank's having a look at
who's behind him. Look who's behind him. The serial pest. Lucas going to see
yeah, surprise. I'm here. Hi.
Dude, Lucas, this is getting exciting. You have to get in the way.
Oh, man. You ruined my joke, Keys. Unbelievable. I didn't even get the build up to the punchline. No, so...
Lights on? Yeah, go for it. Say your job.
Do you think the light makes the car go faster because you lose all the electrons out of your battery? It makes the car lighter?
It could make it lighter.
That's not how physics works, right?
So what's your joke? Quickly, come on.
So Banks not driving, he's driving a BMW because he's run out of Porsches. That's right. They're all upside down. I've never
I
seen
didn't
a
say that, all
car.
right? I did not say that. If anyone, just leave me out of that one.
So our pit lane reporter was quick to pick up that Banks was on the side of the car, stationary, not moving. Was it Barcelona, I think? And then he got Charitos, a little pen for lap 29. So we have Keys holding station behind Torvik. We do. And Zolder. Yep. That was just unfortunate all round, and he was airborne doing somersaults, so he's run out of cars.
If I'm not mistaken, both of those incidents, once he actually got hit at Barcelona, and got him on the side, and there was a car that spun in front of him at Zolder, if I'm not mistaken, and unfortunately, you had Bishop on the inside of him. That's what caused that one.
What's the fix content? Now it's allowed Keys through, which is also allowed Bank to have a look at.
He's getting a bit of a run here, the old Bank. Go for it, son. Not the old Bank, the young Bank, I should say. Yes.
Yeah, and you're right. Your memory serves you well, as that they were the two incidents. And anyhow, the BMW is cheaper than the Porsche, right?
Cheaper?
Well, ticket price, right? Not sim price. They're all free here.
It's all free.
Drive it like you stole it.
Drive like you stole. Yeah, I'm surprised he actually took the Beamer, because I did see him a few nights ago. He was driving the Ford around here pretty well.
Oh.
Yes, he was chasing me down. He gave me a bit of a run for my money, but I was only just able to keep him at bay. Mind you, I was driving a Lexus, which was easy. Here we go, Lucas on Johnson. He's going to have this done at the into turn one. You can see that. Yeah, you can see the car of Johnson. He's just
and the front. Do you reckon it's just tyres only, or tyres and aero?
No, tyres. 100% tyres. There you go.
He's bled the throttle, I think, for that one. Well, the gap between Johnson and Kong was about 2.6 seconds as it got through. That's a blue flag car. Be careful. Oh, it's a sad day when you're a blue flag. You got to let 4 cars through. Oh, your heart breaks. But hats out to you, blue flag driver. You did the right thing. It looked very comfortable. Kudos to you, my mate.
Make sure you keep an eye on who you think the driver is going to be.
Do we know where that's going to be? Anyhow, we'll find out. Yeah, well, I'm gunning for Keys for the win, mate. It's tough. What, 3 laps to go? Yeah, it's going to be great.
No, I'm not giving it to him because he's just too talented. You expect him to be nothing short of being in the top 10 with his talent.
I do like the Coke Mercedes car livery. That pop-up.
Very, very
Hang on, what's this YouTube? That pop-up for R15 was a DT pen. Meant to be a DT. Is that what that meant? Well, racing on. Patrick Johnson P2, 15 seconds behind. Our leader, Vettiger, chasing down half second behind. And Squire's in the background. That dark car, which is the Ford, number 67, a little bit further back. It used to be 10 seconds between P4 and P5. It's now 13. Rodnell is 2 seconds behind Ty. Vettiger has got his 5-second pen. And he's just stretched that out on Kong. I just saw the time there. It was 5.047. So we'll see if he can. And that's come down. Because Kong got past Johnson, who Johnson was holding Kong back. And now... This is going to change things. Not very much at all. Mansell and P15 gets 15 seconds. So it comes through. And Taufik's going to have a go on Johnson in the beaten up Castrol McLaren.
With potentially 2 laps to go, that could be done. And Johnson's fighting hard to try to maintain the top 10 here. He has been struggling for the last 6, 7, 8 laps. Now, obviously, I believe it's his tyres that have gone off. He didn't take tyres and he's just suffering with it.
Tyres are down?
Yeah, well, the car looks straight.
Taufik's going to have a look. Or...
He's keeping pace with the same pro driver. There you go.
Yeah.
Couple of comps, he's put him up.
That's what I said. That's a blue flag.
Yeah.
That's I think that's Stocko in the 121 Ferrari. At least a silver, I think, could be almost immediately applied, I think, for Bank based on that. But leave it up to the race officials to determine how it goes, because it could just be a magic one race and everything's just lined up. But like I was saying earlier, this is a very strong field. Like everyone down to P20, 21 even, 23, everyone. They're all solid drivers.
Very solid. Very, very solid. To make top 10 here, you've got your work cut out for you, put it that way. Now, Taufik, does he get a good run? But that Murky, once it starts on the straight line, it's just getting out of the corner. If he can get out of the corner, it looks like he's definitely protected it on this lap. And this, I'll be tipping, with the 109, 108 to go.
Yes,
yeah, there should be one more lap to go, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe there might be.
What's the leader? Leader's in sector 3.
Yeah. So he's definitely got one more. There's one more lap to go. These guys obviously got 1 3/4 laps to go. So can Johnson hold him off? Can he hold off Taufik for another 1 2/3 of a lap? It's going to be interesting to see.
I'd keep it calm, stay relatively close, but those last 2 corners, just get super close and just make that overtaking move in the last.
Oh, here we go. It's getting a little bit spicy over here.
P2, P3?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's Patrick Johnson and John Vittner in the Bentley and the Mercedes.
Okay, these guys are on their final lap. Can he get a good run out of it going into turn 1? Let's have a look. Can Vittner get that run under braking on the Bentley? He's close enough. He's looking at it.
Look.
No. Nope.
Oh. Don't mess up your fake. Like I do.
You surely don't do that, do you?
A couple of times.
Anyway.
Here's trouble. I think Johnson and Taufik are catching up to 2 back markers that are they themselves are battling.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
All right, so where's the leader? Leader be getting close to. Leader's halfway round.
I'll have a look at Johnson and Vittner. Vetiger, correct, sorry. My eyesight's not that good. I read it from there. Thank you.
I feel validated. Oh, and Johnson's had a really bad run over the curbs, and which has pushed Vetiger onto the grass, but they're still line astern. Your turn.
Oh, okay, this is the last opportunity, I believe, coming out of T11. Can he get the run out of T11? No, he looks. Oh, what's that? Oh,
we got more back markers. Is that a spin? No.
Yeah, that's going to be an unsafe rejoin, especially with second and third coming.
Oh, it's all going on. I think the leader's just about to cross the line.
The leader has finished the race.
Ignoring blue flags
over, and Cooley takes the win. As we have P2
coming out of the last corner
P3
now.
Coming out of the last corner.
That's done well.
Nice safe drive.
Johnson's got that.
Tight final racing. So Johnson on Vetiger, P2, P3.
And Al Johnson with the thing, he's been able to hold it, coming in with the last 2 corners go, 3 corners to go, or actually 4 corners, because there is a corner here.
There it is.
Which is 12A. There you go. Second.
Oh, is that a twitch? Was he twitching?
No. He hasn't got a twitch. He's got it all under control. He's enjoying himself now. Kept the top 10 going. Where did he qualify?
Johnson? Well, 10.
Oh well, he started 10th and finished 10th. Well done.
And
the rest of the cars,
14.
Any other cars that can make for position?
So we had Squires on Ty, Rondinella, Ventana, Kong, Keys, Johnson, Taufik, Banks, Sweeney, Mansell's, we're just watching, he's got a bit of a pen, I'll slide down a spot or 2. Hayes with a rough one as well, kept the track cuts at bay. Piper, Bishop, bit of wall rubbing there. Rad's gone through in P19. Yao made 2 spots from qualifying and finishing P20. Oliver Stevenson in one of the Pidgey cars. Preciado, Vetiger, oh my god, how many cars are there? Billett's coming around somewhere. More cars everywhere. And that's it.
Green light, go.
That was a pretty busy, fast-paced. That was a very fast-paced race.
Yeah, not as many track limits as I thought was going to happen, or pens. Well done with
Yeah.
40 odd cars out there. Very, very well done.
And all things considered, not that many. 38 drivers finishing, 40 starters, and not that many pens handed out, considering the number of cars. I've seen more pens of half grids.
Yes, correct. Maybe a few of them got told. Anyway, do you want to do the top 10?
All right, so outright we have Cooley over Patrick Johnson and Vediger with 16, 17 seconds. In silver class, we have Sweeney, King, and Piper. Hey, good drive, lads. Pro-Am, we have a rigged bank winning over Rad. Excellent P2, brother. And Oliver in P3. Am class, I don't think we had. We got Kranich with the win. Well done, Paul. Good job. Bring it home. Wow. Not many pros. Yeah, this feels pretty stacked with pros. All right. Your driver of the day. Who do you think?
Oh. My driver of the day, I mean, obviously, the one you'd give it to is Keys, but I won't give it to Keys today because I expect nothing less from him to get into the top 10.
Tongue-in-cheek, that one. That was tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, tongue-in-cheek. Oh, geez, this is hard, actually. I thought they were all very... Look, I'll give it to Kong. He started outside the top 10, kept it pretty clean, and got on there and got himself into 7th, so that was a pretty good drive from him. I'll go Kong.
Yep. I was going to go Ibrahim Bank. A little bit because he's a Pro-Am, but mainly because this is his 3rd sprint season, and he's racing in the top 10 against some really competitive people. And it looked like he kept his head, and he made some small mistakes, but not big mistakes, and I can see the improvement coming. So, yeah, for Bank.
Absolutely. And look, maybe that incident right at the start with Kyle, I mean, I didn't see any pens come through for any of those, so maybe that hurt him a little bit, but we'll just see what happens in the next coming races. He's one to definitely keep an eye out.
All right, on to the next round and on to the next race.
I think stay tuned, everyone. iRacing at Adelaide's up next, so stay tuned, viewers. And thank you to Thermaltake for sponsoring another season of OOR. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Cheers, George. Cheers, everybody.
Yes, CW, bye.
That was all right.
We are back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to iRacing, or iRent as I like to call it. And we are at the beautiful Adelaide Parkland Street Circuit in wonderful Adelaide. What a track this one is. Absolutely history everywhere. Of course, I am Sean Muller, and joining me in the box for another season is the one and only Cameron Thistlewaite, aka Ferox. Top of the evening, sir.
Thank you very much, Sean. Lovely to be here with you, and nice to be at a home track as well that isn't Bathurst. It's been a long time. I think this is going to be the second track I've ever commentated that's been in Australia. But it looks like all the boys are going out for quali. Should be very interesting and very exciting, actually, because I'm a big fan of Adelaide. What about you?
Yeah, big fan, massive fan. So a couple of cars there just come through the centre street. Oh, one car. That was a car. That is not the direction. Oh, there's watching the wall too. At the end of the centre chicane there, as they come through the staircase down, heading down into Flinders Street and Hutt Street.
What is this?
Action everywhere.
Races. Yeah. I'm going to see about
Geez, I need to settle down here a little bit. What is going on here? So a quick rundown of the event tonight. So we, of course, are at Adelaide for round one of the Thermaltake iRacing series. Tonight we've got a 45-minute race. The fuel cap is 50%, so being 45 minutes, there most likely will be a pit stop, with the pit window sort of around that lap 23, 25 mark, if no safety car. 15-minute qualifying session as we are at the moment. Quite a lot to play out. We've got quite a good mixture of cars as well, which is great to see. If you look at the beautiful Porsche there currently on screen at the moment, looking very nice. And what do you think about this there, Cam? You got any sort of idea of how this is all going to play out? Sort of some drivers here I haven't seen before as well.
Yeah, definitely some new people out there, and there's some people have been biding their time, waiting for Octane to come to iRacing, and we all like our ecosystems when it comes to games, and tend to we like what we like, and we kind of want to stick to one of them. Some of us like to stick on ACC. They got people like me kind of like gravitating to LMU now, and obviously a few people on iRacing as well. But it's too hard to call. Obviously, I recall from season 1 that we ran only a few weeks ago, to be honest. But John McAdam obviously was very quick at the front. I remember, I think he ended up taking the championship. I don't want to call that too soon right now off the top of my head. We did a couple of races to commentating for that one. But yeah, John McAdam was always there at the front in his big Mercedes. Not too sure if he is still piloting the Thermaltake Beast, but yeah, it should be quite interesting. And obviously expecting, I think, Glory Babby and Logan Burton are potentially in this series as well right now. But yeah, I'll leave it to you, and vice versa. What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, see sort of how the GT3s go in iRacing, because we have seen them in ACC for many moons here at OLR, and of course we're just moving across to the GT3s over in LMU as well. So just interesting to see how the most popular racing series in the world goes on different racing platforms as they go through the fearsome turn 8. Looking forward to seeing how they go through that corner. One of the most fearsome corners in Australian motorsport. We've seen plenty of cars kiss that outside wall at turn 8, and they brake super hard down into turn 9. Probably the best passing opportunity on the track as well. We are sure to see some 2-3 wide action heading down the first couple of laps. We're looking at the one and only Benjamin Hignett in the Lamborghini, and he is trucking along very nicely there at the moment, and he's leading the way as well. Second quicker in sector 1 than Glory Baby. That is no mucking around there from the one and only Benjamin Hignett. And running the beautiful simrigs.com livery as well. That looks a picture out on track at the moment as it comes through the Parklands section of the track. Of course, Adelaide, most famous for 1985, of course, when the first F1 Grand Prix was held there, and that sort of stayed around till 1995. And then there was a 4-year absence as well, and then the supercars in 1999 decided to go there. Different circuit, they made some changes there, but the centre chicane remains, which is easily the most exciting part of the track. There's a couple of little changes through turn 8 and down Bartels Road, but it still retains that essence. And of course, this section here known as the staircase, very important to get your turning points right here, because that's a famous corner, that one. That's where Michael and Damon decided to have a chat, and that didn't end too well. And heading down the long Brabham Straight now. Oh, this is Bartlett's Road. I always get Bartlett's Road and the Brabham Straight mixed up. So they come through turn 8, and then this is the Brabham Straight.
Yeah, fierce.
Oh, we've got a leader.
And
oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Great to have the detail there. Yeah, when you see that Battery World sponsorship, is we've seen many a car find a fence there at the turn 8 as well. A very arguably kind of the defining corner. Is that too much to say? But dare say the biggest challenge of this circuit. Well, not to discount the rest of it. And we'll see what Benjamin Hignett is able to produce right now. And he finds the final corner. Crossing the line, currently P2, 1/10 off Struick, and displaces him by 1/10 in the result as well. So good luck there by Hignett as well. But just wanted to we're joined by the lovely Josh Holmes as well. iRacing admin, kind of been the leading force putting on this series, and great to have you, Josh. It's a shame I'm not gonna lie, it's a shame to not see you racing out there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I always want to be out there on the track, but we've got to do everything we can to continue to grow this and supply interesting things. So safety car it is, and making sure we have that live shooting that OR, the OR community expects. So that's what we've got to do.
Yeah, try not to get too relaxed in that E-class or whatever we have around there. Don't put your feet up too much. yeah, no, I'm in the old BMW M2 as the safety car, so it should be pretty fun to scoot around that if needed. Hopefully it's not needed. Hopefully we can just see some nice clean racing out there, but the walls are pretty unforgiving here, so.
Very much so. So our 5 at the moment is Hignett, Struick, McAdam, Babby and Taylor. Craig Busk there in 6%. Leo Dreyer there in 7th. Nice job there. Lucas Keys there in the 22 Porsche. Man with taste and class. Christian Wells, another man with taste and class in the Porsche as well. And then William Coleman there in 10th position. Oh, there's plenty of guys with class and taste in this field. Plenty of Porsches, which is great to see. They're probably around the mid-pack, the Porsches. The front engine cars are very strong around here. That's the sort of male, say your Mercs. Very solid car, very predictable. Doesn't do too much that sort of you go, ooh, that's a bit scary. Unlike the Lambo and the Porsche, which can kill you. And we've got a Ford there as well. Tim Purcell running in the big Mustang. And then we've got Neil Hughes in the BMW. And Matthew McAllister there in the Ferrari 296. So good mix of manufacturers. But it is definitely Porsche and Mercedes that are the popular choices at the moment. As Leo Dreyer there in the McLaren pops it into third position with the best lap of 1:18.504. Currently fast lap is Benjamin Hignett with a 1:18.292. And we've still got about 6 minutes left of qualifying.
Yeah, I think that some context behind why we see those two manufacturers here is, and I think you'll be happy about this, Sean, is the Porsche, unlike in ACC and iRacing, is actually quite quick on a straight. It tends to be one of the quicker ones, just because they can run them slightly more trimmed out due to the weight being on the rear axle. So that's quite a popular one there, and then it's really good on fuel, just like it is in ACC with that map 2, but in this one there's no map needed. So in these races where time is saved in pits with fueling, that is why we'll see some of these other guys going with the Porsche, and then with the Mercedes it's just the big dog when it comes to the front engine cars. It's incredible. So yeah, that's why I think we're seeing our drivers go towards these two for a series that's kind of built around fueling. Mercedes sheer pace, and then the Porsche is a bit of finesse, and then just a really good race car.
It's almost like a real life. That's good to hear as well. Yeah, like it's almost like real life cars don't, necessarily run max wing everywhere, and taking a few jabs at a certain sim that we were just watching, to say the least. But yeah, good to see the Porsche as well. Like obviously, kind of used to see ACC. And with the exception of the Merc, it actually seems like iRacing isn't too let's say front engine heavy when it comes to what's a kind of the quick cars out there. I only see the one BMW in this field as well, with one Mustang as well. So clearly there's a bit of a different dynamic, but we'll see when it comes to other circuits. Obviously Adelaide's its own, I wouldn't say a traditional racetrack to say the least, but see what Leo Dreyer is able to cross the line. Does cross the line and does go slightly faster, and I'm seeing a yellow out there for Hignett as well, so potentially he might not be going too well on one of his last attempts. There he is, by the way. I think he was just pulling over.
Yeah, definitely. What we're seeing from Hignett is actually kind of what we'd see from the split in the higher end is the V10. So both the Audi and the Lambo are the strongest cars around the circuit. It just so happens to be. So look out for any V10s that you see there, because they are the candidate for this kind of track at the moment, as the Bob has it.
Yep, and of course this series is pick and stick, as they say. So you basically pick your car at the start of the season, and then you will run that the whole season. You can change cars, but you will forfeit all your points. So it'll be interesting to see sort of who is taking it seriously and who's out here for a bit of fun, as we're looking at the absolutely magnificent McAdam. That's the man filter Grupa M AMG, one of the most famous liveries in the AMG paddock, and one of my absolute favourites as well. That looks fantastic. On track as he comes through the centre chicane now, and two wheels off the deck. That is the only way to take the centre chicane. You make sure you really attack those curbs as well. Curb strikes, I don't think, are they a thing in iRacing there, Josh? You know more than I.
Curbs are far more forgiving in iRacing than they are in what we're used to in ACC, but it's also very car dependent. Porsche absolutely loves curbs for the most part because of its weight not being on the front, so it tends to glide over it quite nicely. But yeah, most cars are quite happy over curbs. Merc, again, just like it is in ACC, can generally monster curbs, so nothing's changed there. But yeah, so I'll just quickly touch on what I'll be doing here, boys. I'll just be lurking, and if you guys need any clarification, just reach out, and then I'll do my best to provide some detail, but I'll let you guys work your magic. But yeah, thank you so much for commentating this, and I'll leave your voice to it, but I'll be here if you need info.
Oh, we do
What a God,
appreciate
we got our own
it.
pit reporter. How good's that?
I know, you know. Do you
I mean, we could call it
Adam?
chat.
I'm not too sure, really.
We could call it chat, but that's probably a bit too far.
To say the least. I do like Nylon, though, I'd have to say. I'm trying to think of now. I've just got pit reporters on the brain right now. I do like
Rihanna.
Actually, IMSA, yeah, Shay, Arjun as well, who's doing new for IMSA from sim racing. Actually, commentating. Actually, is a bit of a good success story from sim racing. It's been great to see that one. But we're seeing John McAdam in the Manfield delivery, like you said, and looking to see how he gets on for this. Potentially last lap. I'm not sure if he'll 60 seconds. I'm not too good with my numbers around here, so I think he probably won't make it potentially. But as he goes into turn 8, right up against the wall on the entry, clips the apex, and to be honest with the GT3s, I think it seems like you got enough downforce. I know with the supercars, they're much more on the limit with their little four-wheel sliding on the Dunlops, but crowns through the hairpin as well. Actually, I'm not going to attempt the hairpin. I did the Quetville, and I did attempt it, but I'm not sure if I did it justice. But it comes through the last couple of corners now. Turn 9, yeah, we'll stick with that hairpin. Keep it simple, keep it easy. And into the last corner where Mansell and Senna obviously had that collision many moons ago, and rounding the final corner, we'll see what it can produce. 3/10 away from Benjamin Hignett. What's he got in the bag? Crosses the line, will update. No improvement.
So with pretty much qualifying runner done, it's going to be Benjamin Hignett, but it looks like it will take pole position from McAdam, Borg, Dreyer, Taylor, Keys, Babby, Struick, Hammond and Dylan Smith are your 10 with Busk and Wells just outside the 10 there. Good mix of drivers as well. Some names, as I said, that I haven't really seen race before. So looking forward to seeing how that all plays out and seeing their skill and their racecraft. Just looking at the big bad Mustang of Tim Purcell as he comes through turn 8 now. He's got to stand on the middle pedal, break it nice and straight into turn 9. Really important to clip that apex and absolutely know your exit as well. You don't want too much slide on the rear. Oh, this feels like a supercar now. Now I'm getting excited as I come down into the parkland section. Purcell really wringing the neck of that Coyote V8. And then it's just flow it across here. And then really important again, this is all about braking in a straight line and getting your turn in. Oh, he's stood on the gas too much and he's sputtered around. And that is that lap done.
Gave it some jandal, but didn't work out like Scotty did in 2014, sadly.
Oh, you've been waiting all broadcast to say that.
You know, we peak early, and then you know, there's going to be misery for the rest of the stream, sadly. But interesting to see Chris Daly in the Chevrolet Corvette, the Pratt & Miller Special. Great to see this. Obviously, a car that we don't have in ACC, but we'll see he gets into turn 8. That's quite a shallow entry. He's kind of turning in from the middle of the corner. It's maybe he gets away with it, but currently P3 right now, and only a couple hundreds off Mr. McAdam. Yeah, I don't think they're on a live light. I guess everyone just doesn't return to garage once quali's over, but we shall see. And you know, we see McAllister coming.
I was going to say,
as well.
Check out those gaps basically from P3 down. There is absolutely sweet bugger all in that. So from P3, I reckon, to probably P10, P11, there is some really close times. So that normally leads itself to a really close and interesting race, but it is Benjamin Hignett that is going to start on pole in the Lamborghini. And then John McAdam there in second position, Chrissy Taylor in third, Lucas Keys in fourth, Ryan Borg in fifth, Leo Dreyer in sixth, Gloria Babby in seventh, Joshua Struick, go get him Jeesh in eighth position, ninth is Will Hammond, and 10th is Dylan Smith. And then we've got Busk, Wells, Purcell, Australia's fastest boater, JP rider, Jack Miller, Craggle, Coleman, and former Australian Test cricket captain Michael Clark, Damien Mayer, Jacob Fleming, and Angelos Zayas. And then we're going down further. We got Hughes, Jordan Butler, Benjamin Archer, Matthew McAllister, Patrick Gallian, Stewie Matthews. Good to see Stu out there. And Joshua Holmes, he's in the safety car, so we don't worry about him. And then Neil Basu is 28th position. Good to see a 24 out there, though. Thanks, Josh. Legend. And of course, big thank you. We do have live stewarding as well, so I just want to give a quick shout out to our fantastic stewarding team, of course, run by the one and only excellent Mitch Hobbs, aka Hobbsy. So big thank you to our awesome stewards, and of course, a big thank you to Thermaltake for their continued support of racing here at OOR. So go check out their webpage. They got plenty of great deals for all your computing needs. Go check out Thermaltake. What do you reckon? Thoughts, Cam? What's going to happen? In-depth thoughts there.
Never
Cam?
disappoint.
Yeah.
The centre chicane never disappoints on lap 1 at Adelaide from what I've seen, and I'm very curious, just to see how they tackle in the sim. I think a few of the stewards, well, we thank them, might be, clutching their, whiskies right now, to say the least. But it looks like it's going to be a nice and clear day. Obviously, 45-minute race. I'm not sure we should have gotten asked Josh whether that should be safe to go all the way to the do this on a no stop potentially. We shall see. I'm sure Josh will pitch in if I'm wrong on that one. But I imagine things will go okay. I imagine any kind of damage is unfortunately going to ruin your race. The walls are not too far away as we set off for the formation lap, but it should be interesting to see how Hignett defends from John McAdam as well, especially with the 6.2 litres of grunt coming down Bartels Road.
So quickly to just touch on that, the fueling, everyone will have to come in unless they do a mega job fueling. So 50% tanks for all cars. Meaning that they will have to come in for a splash and dash. We're not expecting anyone to stop for tyres, so that is the info there.
Good to know. And a couple little housekeeping items. Too much curb use to turn 1, you will get a black flag. So you've got 30 seconds to give that time gained, about 1.5 seconds. Some might give it up in the staircase, or Wakefield Street as I call it. But some might also down the straight heading towards down Bartlett's Road, down towards turn 8. So it really is up to the driver to manage that. Just a bit like real life, that one as well. If you take too much curb at the centre chicane, you do get a curb strike. Really important as well, cold tyres. This track is notorious for lap 1 spins because of cold tyres. Considering that it's not a very quick opening part of the lap, it's quite slow through Wakefield Street and down through Flinders Street. So really important to just be a little bit careful and just have your brains about you on lap 1 and lap 2, just till those tyres warm up. And of course, turn 8, very important on cold tyres to really be careful and not try and send it like Martscape did a few years ago, because that normally means you will meet barrier very quickly. And too wide, of course, into turn 8 is a straight up no-go. I dare say someone will try it though.
We'll never forgive them if they don't at least have a punt, to say the least. We won't give them that, but we'll sure call it at the time. I do appreciate Josh pitching in right there. I kind of forgot that he's actually out there in the front in the you're the Porsche expert. Carrera 4S, Turbo S, I'm not too sure. GT3 with no wing, potentially.
No, this is not me, unfortunately. This is they are.
No.
I will be out in a BMW.
Yes,
I can't drive the Carrera, I wish.
And you are right, that is a Carrera, by the way.
But there's a round the final corner. It will be Benjamin Hignett on the left side of your screen in the Lamborghini Huracan, or right alongside John McAdam in the Mamba AMG as they're already going in 5 lanes.
Whoa, what's going on there?
The second row, Ryan Borg is barging his way up into P3 right now as they single file into the centre chicane. It is still Hignett ahead of potentially there's a McLaren. It's Leo Dreyer, unfortunately. He's found the barrier and eventually not stopped in the middle of the track, but most of the cars get through and he might get away with it. There's another car up there. There's a BMW comes across as the Mercedes is coming through as well. Unfortunately for Leo Dreyer, big loser out of that one. He was right up towards in the front of the field and already dropping back. But Hignett does retain the lead right now. Potentially, was that safety car called? I doubt it. Nope, it looks like we're still going. But it is Ryan Borg who barges his way up into P3 and now already into P2. Ahead of John McAdam as well as they run down now into turn 8 and down Brabham Straight as well. But a big lead right now for Benjamin Hignett. Eventful first lap, Sean.
Very eventful first up. The set of chicane strikes again as they all fly through turn 8 now, and then a real strong braking zone down into turn 9. Looking at Christian Wells in the Porsche at the moment, he's got a Tim Purcell right behind him who is working the back of that Porsche as hard as he can, but now the Porsche gets into its strong zone where rear traction is critical and the Porsche goes, this is my territory. And you can just see the little gap he's just opened up there as we back up towards the front of the field. Chrissy Taylor currently in 4th position, but it's going to be Benjamin Hignett leading the way on lap 1 with Ryan Borg in 2nd, McAdam and Taylor as we're watching on screen at the moment. So they go through lap 2 now, and you can just see a couple of drivers just getting a little adventurous there with the curbs and just seeing how much they can actually take. There's now really time now to settle in and get into a rhythm. This track is all about rhythm and flow. You've just got to be so precise, especially in these opening laps here. And Chris Taylor's just got to keep the eyes forward. He has got Lucas Keys right behind him, who is no doubt will get to work very soon and see if he can make a passing opportunity. But of course, this track, besides turn 9, really hard to pass anywhere.
Yep, as they run through, and it looks like Ryan Borg decided to catch Hignett potentially a little bit. That gap that he had on lap 1 has already kind of dissipated as Chris Taylor feints right and gives John McAdam a little bit of a look just to see if we can induce the mistake, but not to be, with Lucas Keys just behind him as well. And a bit of a gap there to Glory Babby in the white and red Porsche in P6 right now. We've got Will Hammond all over the back of him in the fellow Mamba Mercedes, and Ryan Borg
here we go.
Up the inside into the last corner, into Foster's corner. It's still 2x2 for the Lamborghinis. The Hurricanes on left and right. It's still side by side, but it will be Hignett with the inside line. 4 center chicane. Will Ryan be brave enough to hold it around the outside? No, he backs out of it. Sensible there, but he's really on the paces, Ryan Borg, right now, and still all over the back of the fellow Hurricane. And here comes John McAdam on the outside now in the Mamba Mercedes. Gonna go on around, and he's gone. Wall.
Oh, that was a big hit. He tried to go around the outside there, and there was slight contact, and that's thrown him straight into the wall there. And that is crab walking everywhere. That is run and done. That's going to take quite a bit to fix, and he's trying to get it back to the pit lane. That's almost a point of, that's Control-Alt-Delete almost. That is a real shame. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out with the stewards. Back up the front though. We're going to go nearly 4 wide here. Down into turn 9. Someone's going to have to make a move here. And look at that. Lucas Keys straight up the inside. So Benjamin Hignett's gone from 1st position down to 4th. Ryan Borg in 1st now. Chris Taylor in 2nd position. And Lucas Keys, he's just starting to get to work. Wow, that was a crazy opening couple of laps there.
Absolutely wild. I get the feeling there was a bit of a moment as Ryan Borg probably sent it on Benjamin Hignett, and maybe Hignett was a little bit out of the weeds coming down Brabham Straight, and was obviously picked up by Chris Taylor and Lucas Keys subsequently. But there is Ryan Borg paying a real big statement from the 2nd or 3rd row on the grid in qualifying, but absolutely getting his way up into the lead so far for the race, and definitely with the win on his mind. Chris Taylor up into P2 right now. We've got a replay right now, so this is why you see obviously Hignett had that inside line for center chicane, but was slowed up, and then the Mercedes arrived on scene with the 2, and it kind of turns in. I'll leave that one to the steward.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yep, no. I'm not gonna break my reputation like the tie rod. And Chris Taylor's been passed by Lucas Keys as well already. Potentially another move happened in the staircase just on that last lap. Of course, what happens when we go for a replay, but not too unsurprising. But Lucas Keys up into P2 right now. See what he can do chasing down Ryan Borg.
Well, he's going to have to get to work here because Ryan Borg has absolutely dropped the hand. He's out to 1.7 seconds already. We've got a replay here of Lucas Keys. He just around the outside, if you don't mind, umpire. Classic Lucas Keys move there. Lovely move in the Porsche, and now he's going to get to work, but Ryan Borg has got the eyes forward. He is flying at the moment. Nearly out to a 2-second lead in the Lamborghini, and pops along with a 1:19.1 as well. Very quick opening lap there from Ryan Borg. Lucas Keys with a 1:19.3. The lap times are super close between our top 3-4 operators at the moment. And we're just looking in the background there as that Glory Babby is just starting to eke into this. As I say, that is not the line from Glory Babby. Something has gone tremendously wrong there. And now he's got Will Hammond and Joshua Struik is in this as well. So got a real sort of good mix of cars and drivers. And just having a look there, is that Dylan Smith? It is Dylan Smith as well. So he's just quietly moved his way up into 8th position. So currently lap 5 it is Borg, Keys, Taylor, Hignett, Hammond, Struik, Babby, Smith, Wells and Purcell are your 10 at the moment. And we've got 5 different manufacturers in the 10 as well. So good mix of BOP and sort of BOP. What's that? Doesn't matter in iRacing. They just go about it and go hard. And this is what we love to see back here with Struik in that lovely black and purple Porsche. Looks absolutely beautiful. Sounds the bomb as well. I will say the Porsche does sound really good in iRacing. I hate to admit it, but it does. So back up the front, Ryan Borg, though, that gap's come down to 1 second. So Lucas Keys, Chris Taylor and Benjamin Hignett here are actually starting to work together here to try and close this gap, which is really smart and really clever. Still got quite a long way to go, so it's probably not the time to really get the elbows out. Now it's a really good time to settle into a rhythm and just try and eke out that gap. They don't need to make it all in 1 or 2 laps. They can just eke out a 10th here, a 10th there, and that gap will close up naturally.
It looks like John McCannon has made it back to the pits. I'm not too sure if he's, I think he is back out and out there and running. So they're throwing the spanners at the Mercedes and potentially got it fixed. But yeah, Ryan Borg still fastest driver out there. There we go as well. Thank you very much to Glenn. It looks like he is out and going, and yeah, he's probably got the championship on the mind. It hasn't gone the way that he would like it so far in the first few laps, but still with just under 40 minutes to go, I think you can still definitely get some points on the board. And you got to think the long game when you go for the championships, like he obviously won last season. But yeah, Lucas, I noticed Lucas got a little bit of a fender bender on that front left as well. You can see the tyre just protruding from the bodywork, as the bodywork is kind of bent in a little bit. He isn't letting Ryan Borg get away. Ryan Borg was the fastest driver last lap around. I get the feeling that it's probably going to still equalize a little bit, only ever so much by these guys. And Chris Taylor still not letting Lucas Keys go, that's for sure.
Look at that lap.
Oh,
18.4 from Borg. That is low-level flying. Now, we're going to talk about the wheels on Lucas Keys' Porsche, because I am straight up not feeling that. The minty wheels, very interesting, with the purple rear canard, and then we've got the yellow. Yes, that is a livery. We'll just go with that. Back here with the pit lane, what is going on here? Looks like cars. It doesn't look. No, everything's. Oi! That is one very bent Mercedes. That's no rear wing. That'll have some bent suspension. Oh! That's called the add extra salt and more salt.
Yeah, you ain't driving that away like you can in ACC. It looks like he had potentially a bit of a moment as he gets towed back to the pit lane out of the center chicane, and just had a rear slide around and obviously dislodged the rear wing, but broken rear suspension as well. That's found out very quickly, and thankfully no one else was very easily could have caught up a few more cars, and that would have been not very nice for anyone else arriving on scene. As Ben Hignett still on the back of the Corvette of Chris Taylor right now. Obviously probably not too happy losing his pole position to P4 right now, but he's still in the race. He's still got a straight car, and I reckon he can still make up some move right now. I'm not sure if Chris Taylor's necessarily going to hand it to him on the platter right now, but he gets really close through these the staircase section right now, but I get the feeling maybe the Lambo might lose out. But that said, though, you know, Josh Holmes was singing the praise of the V10s in these cars. Obviously drove the Audi last season, did Josh, and let's see, the Lamborghini is still quite strong as it gets a little bit long in the tooth in real life right now. And they start breaking all the way down to the hairpin right now. And you can see the Porsche not getting away too much, and good turn in, but not necessarily got the exit that the Porsche can get naturally.
A quick little bit of housekeeping there from our stewards. Car 70 and 47 on lap 1, no further action. And then car 1 and 51 on lap 3, no further action as well. So it is play on. I'll tell you what, that Corvette, I don't know if that's neck code or whatever that is, but that has got some mega brakes on that thing. It is just pulling up.
I will touch on that. It does have mega brakes. It's both that and the Acura. Only the Acura is better on brakes than the Corvette. But other than that, it's yeah, Corvette reigns supreme on braking or late braking, king of the late breakers pretty much. And touching on what Cam said previously, yeah, so the V10s are definitely the top dogs around this track, and not often are they top dogs generally around the calendar, so we shouldn't see them being this strong. So we definitely want to see our V10 players get some points today, because this is not a common occurrence for them. It'll be generally the Mercedes that we see over this calendar be quite the strong contender.
Does seem
What
like
is
that,
also,
yeah.
I just want to say as well, Chris, oh, big move there from Benjamin Hignett. That was a full send, and it looked. Oh, it's going to try and hang it around the outside through the parkland section, but Chris Taylor holds on. He's doing his best Minister of Defence impersonation at the moment. But I saw that we were on board there with Benjamin Higgin, and I was like, wow, that is deep. I don't think he pulled that up though, but fair effort. What that has done is just allowed in the background there, Will Hammond and Joshua Struik just to close up a little bit. And this will turn into a four-way fight here. And what it has also done is allowed Lucas Keys to skip away. Now, we'll keep an eye on that gap at the front as well. Currently 1.8 seconds, but the lap times are pretty even. So is the Porsche just starting to come into its own now and just starting to get into its good part of the... Well, I've got my words mixed up. And get into its really good part of the race where the Porsche does come on strong. We know Porsche, I've watched Porsche so many years. Porsche in the mid-race is an absolute weapon. And of course the bloke behind the wheel can steer as well as Chris Taylor. Now just probably got the head down and probably keeping one eye on that rear view mirror as well, because yeah, there we go, much better line that time there from Chris Taylor. And can he just get his head down there a little bit and just roll that gap out a little bit and just see if he can put Benjamin Higgin under a bit of pressure from Will Hammond and Joshua Struik behind. But this is a fantastic battle for third place at the moment.
Yeah, excellent stuff right now. And yeah, dare say that we'll look to, not sure if it was a move or a mistake to say from Hignett going into that hairpin that we alluded on. And clearly Chris Taylor did able to get the move back and potentially see going well so far through this section. I do love this section. Ground, street level cameras as well really gives you the sense of speed, and I love how realistic the cameras are, pretty much as they are in the supercars broadcast around here. I suppose with a street track you really got a set amount of places to put the cameras up, but it is cool to have replicate it in the sim as well as how it is in real life. And yeah, as much as the V10, like you were saying, Josh was saying, was pretty damn strong. Unfortunately, around here, I get the feeling the straights really aren't enough to really get the to let the power make the difference. We've got a couple of Mercedes having a bit of a squabble right now, stuck behind the BMW right now of Neil Hughes, as one of the Mercedes goes up the inside but doesn't get the move done so far. There's a bit of a send there from Angelos Zeos, and as the BMW gets awfully close to the exit of East Flinders Street as well. Going well so far. I think that's Dylan Smith as well in the Mercedes, the second one at your screen, looking to maybe make a bit of recovery drive, as potentially going to be the other one's going to let him go through as well, as we cut back to the 5 now for P3.
Down now, we're currently on lap 12. Make another circulation around the Adelaide Street Circuit. You are watching, of course, the Thermaltake iRacing GT3 Cup, yeah, we'll call it that, live from the Adelaide Parkland circuit. It's been a fantastic start to the race. Bit of action, bit of drama, but looks like everyone's just... Benjamin Higgins there runs very wide. He's run wide again. That's going to allow... pardon me, that's going to allow Hammond up the inside there, and Struik's going to get involved in this as well. So head down the long straight into turn 8, and they got to sort this out. Too wide through turn 8. Oh, Benjamin Higgins holds on to it though. Wow, we said they'll try it. We said someone would try it, and Joshua Struik decided, I'm going to be the man. Wow, that was incredible. That's brave to hold it there.
Yeah, held it around the outside, like I held my breath as well in that moment. I did wanted to, you know, stood back a little bit right there as the Lamborghini just swooped around the front of the Porsche, and I did think that was going to go really badly, but unfortunately it's just spelled disaster again for Hignett. He was struggling to get past Chris Taylor. I wonder if he went for a move as they dodge one. The Mercedes comes out from the pit lane, just kind of feeds onto the racing line. It's unfortunately just how it is with the pit exit, but yeah, going to fall back to now P5, and I'm not sure if he's going to really, you know, we saw the Lamborghini was struggling to get any move really done on the Corvette unless there was made a mistake, and now the Mercedes, I'm sure, is not going to be too easy in the green, and yeah, definitely going to be a tricky one to see. Yep.
Yeah, just based on what I'm seeing here, I think that would have not shook up Josh there a little bit. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, so yeah, the yellows, he's got a track limit, so he's had to back out.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and that makes it easy for Hignett, that's for sure.
That's unfortunate there, because that was a great opportunistic move there from Hammond. But the curb strike is curb strike, so unfortunately you do have to give that position back. And we see Josh Struck just...
Oh, he's hit the wall!
Oh,
he's gone!
Hignet's gone!
It's gone!
Oh, no!
No.
What has happened there? Oh, wow!
He just snagged the barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, we want to see a repeat of another car spin. He's got a broken rear. How many broken rear suspensions have we seen? He's going to get it back to into the pit lane right now. But oh, I think he just caught the barrier. He just caught the barrier on the exit of turn 13, Sean. And unfortunately, I think it broke the rear tie rod and then fed him to the fence. Unfortunately. Oh,
do you know how many times I've seen supercars do that? Like, it is one of the easiest. It was not much, was it? It was literally just a scrape on the wall. But you hit that wall at such a weird angle when you're coming out of the corner. Very easy to do, and that is unfortunate. Benjamin Hignett race has gone from good to okay to bad to absolutely shocking. He has had a day out. But back up the front, look out, because Lucas Keys has got the eyes on. We have seen this story many, many times, and once he gets a bit of a sniff, he is like a dog with a bone. Ryan Borg is going to have to really get the elbows out here and see what he can do, because Lucas Keys is driving the absolute wheels off that Porsche at the moment. He does have the fastest lap as well, with a 1:18.178, but it is only point bugger all between them, and Borg just goes, oh, I'll take that fastest lap back, thank you. Jeez, I tell you what, the Lamborghini is so good through the centre chicane.
Yeah, definitely. Like 2,000s between them on those last laps as well in terms of the overall timing. So these two are really going at it. Chris Taylor not too far behind as well, ready to pick up any pieces. And we've seen a few pieces by the side of the track, and that's for sure inside of this race. Oh, Lucas getting very close to the tyre bundle on the exit of turn 7 there, and going up now down the straight, that broken front makes the car look a little bit squiff, but I'm sure it's not affecting him too badly right now. Chloe Bradley got a little bit of yellow track limit. He's just reading that one back, but yeah, Ryan Borg definitely been the sort of the big mover and big shaker, but obviously Lucas, like we saw in Split Yellow just a few hours ago, kind of came through the field side from the back as he likes to do sometimes, and absolutely send it through the field. So he knows how to get the moves done. But let's see how we can do against Ryan Borg as well. Ryan Borg, a new name. Like, I didn't see him in season 1 of iRacing either, to my knowledge, and yeah, definitely really a statement out there, and always great to get these new people, these new yard setters, Sean, that completely can sometimes just reset what you think is quick.
Yeah, definitely some benchmark operators around here. And what does the yellow box mean next to the name? I think Josh will be able to cover that one off. I'm going to take a guess and say it's either a yellow flag or a curb strike, but I think it's a yellow
curb
flag.
Strike.
It's curb strike? There we go.
Yeah, so that's when they get it, they have to do the slowdown. They have to give up 1.5 seconds, correct, Josh? Nope.
Yep, we'll go with
yep.
Yep. We're all over it. We're okay. We got it.
30
We're all
seconds
over
to do it, which is why sometimes you see those yellows up for a little bit longer, but that's what that means. It is basically the track limit symbol.
There we go. So this race, where are we at? Lap 16. 20 minutes in. It is Ryan Borg leading the way from Lucas Keys, Chrissy Taylor there in third, Will Hammond in fourth, Glory Babby in fifth, Tim Purcell in the Big Bad Mustang in sixth position, Christian Wells, Michael Clark and William Coleman in 7, 8 and 9, and Jordan Butler is in 10th position with Joshua Struik, who has unfortunately dropped down to 11th. Now, he must have had a moment, Struik, or he's maybe got a curve stripe, because he has dropped way down. He was sort of up there in that 5th position, so I don't know what happened there with Josh. We'll have to cover that off and maybe get some information there. That's another story we'll have to follow up, but we are currently watching the battle for the lead at the moment. Ryan Borg doing a fantastic job out in front, but as we jump on board now with Lucas Keys, this will give us a real sense of this track and how tight and narrow it is, the concrete canyon as we call it, as it comes right up against the wall. You want to use a maximum track everywhere here. You literally want to kiss the wall. There was a famous race car driver that said the quickest way around a street circuit is some corners you literally want to brush the wall with your rear outside of the tyre. So, as you can see, Lucas through turn 8 there, that's such a wild ride through there. Then breaks it nice and straight into turn 9. Doesn't take too much curb. You don't want to unsettle the rear, because rear traction now is super important as we go through the beautiful parkland section of the track. This is the permanent part of the racetrack. So this is basically there all year round, and everything else turns into normal roads when there isn't a race on. And, just a little bit of understeer there from the Porsche. Just didn't want to get the nose in as they recycle again. And we're going to stay on board hopefully here for the centre chicane, because this will be wild as it gets. Just throw it over the curbs, and that is such a great shot. And that is Adelaide absolutely at its best. And of course, this is a home race for the one and only Lucas Keys. He lives just down the road, so he could just literally walk over to the track, jump in his race car and go racing.
Yeah, definitely want to say, and I will say it's wild. We've watched this. We've been watching it on board as well, and I've just been mesmerised by Ryan Borg. He's actually scraping the wall just on the entry for turn 5 on the right-hand side, and that's how fine the margins are. You can see the slight bit of sparks as they run now through today, and the Porsche's got to run. He's really closing in. What will he do today? He has a look, but he knows he's not close enough to get it done. Good on the brakes as well, gets it nicely turned in. But the Lambo got good traction, a good exit over the curb as well. Really pulls out on the Porsche, something you don't see every day, running the outside curb as well. And we saw that the tyre bundle did, obviously took no prisoners with Ben Hignett. And I do know about iRacing. I've heard that the tyre bundles, they build them solid in iRacing. They have no give whatsoever. So they're pretty much basically an extension of the wall. So do not rely on getting away from those ones. As there's a cuts across, that shouldn't impact them so much. But we did say the Lamborghini really good through the chicane, and I think it might be down to Ryan Borg himself as well. He's got really good technique through the center chicane. Just bam, he pulls about a 10 and a half on Lucas every time, but Lucas really starts to make it back, especially through this section as well, and a good run onto the straight, I have to say. And like Josh Holmes was saying, the Porsches are, they're pretty trimmed out generally. They don't have to run the max wing, so that's why they're not too bad on the straights. You can see in the top left next to the purple numbers, that is the actual live gap, and you can see it is closing. Obviously, Slipstream having an effect, running through turn 8. Turn 9 right now, and into the hairpin again, but not close enough to make anything done, as Chris Taylor still looms in the background right now.
Still got a little while to go in this race, so it's got, what's that, 20 minutes, so I don't expect any mind games to come out just yet. And of course we do have a pit stop to play out as well, so as Craig Busk pops into the lane now to get suited and booted. So I guess at the moment Luke's probably just sitting there biding his time a little bit, and it has just got dark all of a sudden. So a little bit of cloud cover has just come over the circuit, and of course is going to take the UV off the track, and that generally means a little bit more grip. So we should see some Hollywood numbers very soon. Will someone dip into the 17s? That is the big number that everyone has been talking about.
So yeah, you guys are definitely on it there. The cloud cover's coming in. From what I can see there, looks like rain is only forecasted within the next hour, so these guys will be lucky enough to miss out on it. In regards to what we're expecting for the pit stops, we're expecting these cars to come in within the next 5 minutes or so, with Lucas probably favoring a heavy fuel saving advantage, so probably looking at a 2 to 3 second stop gain in the pit lane for Lucas here. So Ryan does need to do everything he can to make up the gap now, because he is in a car that's with just in the clean air, and in a car that's naturally worse on fuel than the Porsche. So favors are on Lucas here at the moment where he's positioned.
Does wind have much simulation in iRacing? Because I didn't notice it's 32 kilometers, thanks to that widget that Glenn just put up there right now. It's quite substantial, but I imagine being in a city, you're probably not getting it too much around this track.
Yeah, so the wind can change on the location depending on where you are on the track. So not all areas of the track will have a straight 32 kilometer wind. It'll change, and it does definitely affect, especially if you have like a slight tailwind or something like that. It can make your braking a bit strange, or in the high speeds, if it's not quite in favor for your car, you can actually lose it depending on the wind angle.
I really feel like doing my Tony Gregg voice with that weather wall up. Yes, and web to the weather wall. Absolutely perfect for that. As we... Wow, that was dark, Glenn. Jeez.
It's the kind of humour that we come to Mr. Glenn right now. The man on the shoulders with his dry Christmas humour, as Lucas is still getting closer and closer again as the gap starts to extend a little bit. They did get a little bit compromised by traffic into Wakefield. Did want to get past that Mercedes at the last minute, could go a little bit wide, but has definitely not let Ryan get away too much. And a little bit wheels in the dirt as well, just for good measure. And the cloud cover still pretty dim. It's I think it's, for the most part, for these drivers, I imagine it's just a potential distraction, seeing the track go from very sunny to this clouded over. That's for sure.
Well, it just plays in the back of your mind as well. You start thinking about, oh, is the weather going to come? So it's one of those things that you, like any sim, basically, if you see that cloud cover coming, you just sort of. You don't slow down, but you sort of pull up a little bit and just start thinking about the weather. And as it's done now on the back part of the circuit, and the parkland section is now back out on track. Another thing also to keep sort of in the back of your mind is this pit entry. It is not the easiest pit entry to get right. I've seen many times drivers miss the pit entry or slam into the wall. So again, hopefully they've practiced it. Ben's gone! Hignet's gone! The Senna S has bit him hard!
Oh my goodness.
That is absolutely done, that car. That is, put it in the trailer, don't come Monday.
Do not pass go, straight to race cars direct. Oh,
he has had
Ben.
an Adelaide race to forget. It just didn't look right when it turned, and then he ran a little bit wide, and then that was it. As soon as he clocked that outside barrier, you are Barry done.
This is a scary place right now.
Oh, he's on the comms as well.
Oh, he just potentially got a little bit of a bounce through the second part of the chicane and found the barrier, and there he is. He's been towed back. It's a scary place for him to be stopped. We've got a replay of very much to Glenn. So he's got the Mercedes in front, turns in nicely. He took a lot of second curve, and it just it just went.
Unsettled the rear, and around she went.
Oh,
that's a classic Adelaide crash.
I think he's had a second stab at the turn, and I think he turned in too early, and he went to avoid the tyre bundle, and then subsequently sent him wide, and he's maybe getting a little bit of helping down there from the safety car.
Yes, safety car has been called.
There's a Porsche at the side.
There is a Porsche at the side, so something is definitely going on there. Full course yellow, safety car is out.
This is ahead of Ryan as well. We unfortunately missed the change for the lead. 30 seconds Ryan Borg has lost out to Lucas Keys. What has happened here? Something.
Ryan didn't care. I definitely didn't see him pit, so something's gone.
Lucas has gapped Ryan and Borg and Taylor somehow as well, and we've got a
That is,
reversing
we've got a
car.
Porsche doing a bit of reversing. Okay,
Patrick
that's
Galligan.
Yep. That's one way to take the Adelaide street circuit, I suppose.
Yep.
So we are getting word through that the suspension broke.
I did notice that for Hignett. Yeah, I think he might have just clipped that little tyre bundle, and unfortunately going to find out. Galligan, this is I get what you're trying to do, but this is
this is making me very nervous.
It's hard to talk, and
God,
no.
Oh dear.
No, oh, wait, no.
Oh no, oh jeez. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. That was something.
So, just to quickly update everyone here with the safety car procedure, we have had a little bit of learnings happen. So basically, we've sent out the AI one, unfortunately, unbeknownst to us that the yellow would do that. So what we're going to have to do now is clear any penalties that happen post this for the drivers. In future, it will be the Thermaltake safety car that comes out. But yeah, we're learning. We're learning. So it is not myself out there at the moment, guys. It is the AI one. So the safety car will proceed a little bit differently.
Well, that's disappointing. A bit of in safety car commentary would have been gold there. Oh, we know that for next round now. Excellent. Well, we hope we don't hear from him at all. Actually, that's what we hope. But
there's a lot.
So we're unsure right now. This the procedure is now fully in control via what iRacing teams appropriate. So all the drivers will be receiving AI instructions. Yeah. So this could end up a little bit less ideal than we hoped for.
It does appear the leaders are being waved through right cars, hence that McLaren that we just saw. And
what I'm thinking, I just want to, I want to see sort of let the field cleanse a little bit, and then we can sort of work out what's what here. Based on the leaderboard I'm seeing at the moment, is Ryan Borg leading the way from Chris Taylor, Lucas Keys, Babby, Struick and Hammond. But again, just going to wait till this cleanses a little bit, because we are learning, as commentators are learning, race directors are learning, stewards are learning, we're all learning. We all like a little bit of learnings. I sound like a footy coach.
Now, there is some interesting stuff. When we saw Lucas last, he was ahead, and he came into the pits. So I think he's managed to actually box and get basically a free pit stop, because I don't think Borg and Taylor have. Looking at their last times as well, Lucas having about a 20-second longer last lap time, obviously on the safety car as well, but it's quite.
Oh no! Look, one stop. They've all got stops.
They're all one stop. Yeah, take it back.
So that is legitimate position right there. So Lucas was looking super strong there, but I think that safety car's just caught him out there a little bit. Oh, this is good. You know what this means though? We've got ourselves a little spicy finish to finish this one off, so that's exactly what we want. We didn't want Lucas to drive away, no more to pay. No, we want a spicy finish. And well, I think the wild card here is Chris Taylor, because he's drove absolutely brilliantly this race, and he is the Minister of Defence. That is his new nickname. I'm going to call him from now on. It's some of the best offensive driving I have seen so far in iRacing, and this is. I've watched that much iRacing. This is my first race I've ever commentated, so I'm all over it. But definitely driving very well. So it's not going to be easy for Lucas to get past. Glory Babby's another wild card. We know how quick Glory Babby is in ACC land, so really keen to see how he goes over in iRacing. He can still pull some of the moves that we have seen in ACC. Joshua Struick, another wild card. Old mate Juice. So keen to see how he goes. Of course, the first man to try the 2 wide at turn 8. So kudos to him. A couple other sort of names up there. Former Australian cricket captain Michael Clark's up there in the 10s, and Jack Miller as well. So the 2 famous guys are in the 10, which is great to see. Nice drive from both of them. And of course, Bit of a shout out to the guys there, sort of around that 13th down to sort of 20th. I'll bet you that's going to be a ripping battle as well. A couple of drivers there really travelled the pit lane a few times. Angela Zolas has gone through 3 times in the pit lane. Fair play. And still in 16th, so that's a good job.
I don't see John McAdams up to P19. He's had to have 2 stops, so he's had to obviously do the stop just to get to the end of the race as well with fuel, like everyone else had. But obviously had that stop as well early in the race to repair the damage. So it looks like there's a wave through going now.
There's a wave around.
Yep. So it looks like the leader is now behind the safety car. So please come in the end of this lap because the clock is still ticking. And
Come on, how long does it take to clean the track?
I mean, yeah, hopefully all those blue flags up ahead get absolutely on it. The lights are out, which normally does mean safety car in this lap, I have to say, across Real Motorsport Series. So hoping it is the case right now, and we should have a good fight. And yeah, Lucas, I think Borg and Taylor must have pitted just before, hence the gap that Lucas had. But I get the feeling Lucas was probably caught out under the safety car a little bit coming in and had to, maybe drive a little bit slower. I don't really know. I'm not going to try and overthink it. I already am overthinking it. But it looks like everyone's really aggressive on the tyre one. I'm trying to go in left to right, and I'm hoping no one gets a little bit caught. And I'm always worried with these situations where usually collisions are still on right now. Hopefully everyone plays it nice and safe, but what do you think? Who's going to be the big mover and shaker, Sean?
I like Babby here. I just think Babby's just really worked his way into this race. He's up in the 4th now. We know he's got pure pace. So I just think he's going to be the one to watch. I think he won't die wondering. Of course, got to keep an eye on Chris Taylor. We know that Corvette's got tremendous braking power, so the first lap by, especially down to turn 9, he's going to be one to watch as well. Lucas, we know what Lucas brings to the table. We don't really need to spruce him up too much. And Will Hammond, I think another one, has drove very well. So again, Wilbur, here we go. Safety car's in. We're about to get underway. We've got basically 8 minutes left. This is going to be a ripping finish here. You are watching the Thermaltake iRacing GT3 Cup, and we are green, and Ryan Borg has absolutely nailed that. He is gone. That is how you do a restart. He comes through the centre chicane now, down into Wakefield Street. Breaks it nice and straight, but you see Chris Taylor right up the rear already. That Corvette is an absolute weapon on the anchors. Lucas just sitting there, just trying to bide his time, and now they're going to accelerate hard. The last part of Wakefield Street and the Hutt Street, and then they're going to accelerate hard down towards the fearsome turn 8. Here we go, 200 kilometres an hour. This is going to be close to flat through here, and we'll keep an eye on Chris Taylor. If he can nail turn 8, he's definitely a chance down there at turn 9. Gets through turn 8 beautifully. We can see straight away Borg's on the defence. Taylor's going to try and go around the outside, but thinks better of it, just tucks the nose back in, and it is play on. Great restart from everyone though. Now we'll see what Chris Taylor's got once the tyres warm up.
Oh, he's giving me a chance. Chris Taylor's definitely got the sniff about him. He's really giving Ryan every bit of chance. And, oh, you can see the brakes. They're really damn good on the Corvette. Much newer machinery than the Hurricane platform. But he's definitely giving it the best chance. Oh, Lucas seems to be under real threat as well from Glory Babby. A bad run out of the Mistral hairpin. But Glory not able to have a move into the centre chicane. And it looks like it is Porsche's 1, 2, and 3 right now for the last point on the podium, as the leader's still going by at the front as well. So I dare say, anyone's guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting with the Porsche as well. It just seems to take a little while longer for the Porsche to warm up than the Corvette and the Lamborghini. It's almost like, yeah, it needs an extra lap just to get a bit of heat going and everything up to temperature there, because you watch now, the Porsche will just start to eat into that gap now on the back of Chris Taylor. And so they go through turn 8 again, and it looks like Borg now. He's got that little bit of a gap there. Of course, Chris will do the Craig Lowndes, show the nose, just to put him under a little bit of pressure here. And this is starting to close up again. It's really interesting that you really notice the strengths and weaknesses in iRacing with these GT3 cars, a lot more than any other sim that I've seen, which is really great. It's sort of, I feel like that is definitely more realistic and the way it should be, because all these GT3 cars do have strengths and weaknesses. The Porsche is just the best though, we all know that. As we got 5 minutes remaining, so I'm going to do a rough calculation. I reckon that's about 4 laps left, so it's about now time to, if you've got a game plan, if you've got some tools in the kit bag, it's time to bring them out and throw everything at it. Get the kitchen sink ready, because it is now for sheep stations. So Ryan Borg leads away from Chris Taylor, Lucas Keys, Glory Baby, Joshua Stroik, Will Hammond, Tim Purcell, Christian Wells, William Coleman and Dylan Smith are your 10 at the moment, with Damien Meyer and Jack Miller just sitting outside the 10, and lap 29, 4 minutes remaining.
Goes, and Lucas really on the charge, recovering from potentially having that little bit of a slow warm-up, but definitely really starting to head back towards Chris Taylor right now, as Chris Taylor might be, you know, not necessarily, it's Josh Stewart all over the back, all over the gearbox, left and right, all over the back of Glory Baby right now, but nothing able to get it done right now as they go through into turn 13 and now 14 around the race course, and into the last couple of corners. The Porsche is making up the 3 of the top 5, and you know, while my co-commentator may have his biases, they're foundly right at this circuit, as they you know, the Porsche does hold the lap record in the hands of his you know, legendary driver Matt Campbell as well at this particular circuit, doing 117s. We're not quite there yet, that's said, but Craig Buss right now leading a charge right now of Angelo Gias, and Angelo's going to send it up the inside. That's going to be contact, and we stopped. We stop on the track, and the Mercedes behind him loses the front bumper as well. Oh dear, that was silly to move, silly to stop on track like that. That's not what we want to see.
That is not a move there. That is straight up not a move. You cannot go into there too wide. It never works. I've seen that many a times. Unfortunate. We are back up the front now, and Lucas Keys is just starting to work on the back of Chris Taylor here, and just starting to put him under a little bit of pressure. What this is doing is allowing Ryan Borg to skip away. He's out to a second lead now. That might be enough. Really, if Lucas wants to get this W, he's going to have to make this move and make it very quickly. But as we know, trying to outbrake that Corvette is absolutely impossible. So really, all Chris has to do is just drive nice. Oh, what's going on in the background there? It looks like Babby's flipped the wall.
He did. Yep, he did.
Yep, he's done it.
He's gone away with it though. Oh, it's a bit bent.
He might have.
Strict.
I think. It doesn't look like it's driving overly nice at the moment. What this has done is Will Hammond has all of a sudden gone, oh, hang on. I'm a chance for a couple of positions here. And we'll just have a keep an eye on Glory Baby's car. It's going to be really interesting. It looks okay. It looks like he's back up to pace pretty quickly. So it might have been one of those lucky scrapes. It definitely doesn't look too bad. Wow, you don't want to go any wider though. That is out as far as you want to go. Oh, look at this up the front though. We've got a bit of lap traffic as well. This is about to spice right up here. So, I thought Borg, I was going to say, I thought Borg had enough of a gap, but it's obviously Chris Taylor's got the eyes on and he's decided, no, I want to win this bloody thing. And he goes through turn 8. Does he show the nose here? A little bit of nose showing. A little lot more nose showing. He's going late on the brakes. Has Chris Taylor got that done? Oh, he's going to accelerate hard now. Borg's going to try and hang it around the outside. Chris Taylor's got the inside running. Borg's gone. Has he done that? Oh, how has he done that? That is ridiculous. You can't do that. You simply cannot do that. That is unbelievable driving there from Borg. Chris Taylor's gone too deep, and it's allowed Lucas Keys up the inside. What an incredible motor race this is.
Absolutely sensational. Lucas Keys unfortunately hit the back of the Chris Taylor as he came back across under the braking zone. Lucas has lost his front bumper. It's not going to help him whatsoever, but he's going to let Ryan Borg completely off the hook. Surprisingly, no rear suspension damage there for Chris Taylor, but amazing stuff to go side by side up through the hairpin into the turn 13, and wiggle there as well from Chris Taylor. He won't be too happy, and Lucas, I think Lucas is, that damage is really hurting Lucas right now. He can't get the car turned, and is unfortunately potentially going to get passed in the stage staircase. Josh Strick has gotten ahead as well, Glory Babby. So he's really going to arrive on the scene right now. As there's a big fight. 1 down to 6, but everything's on the table right now. Here comes Chris Taylor on the inside. Oh, he backs out of it. Sensible head on Chris Taylor right now. But Lucas, the damage card.
No!
Oh,
Taylor's
dear.
gone! Oh, what's happened there? Taylor's gone. Dear, oh dear.
I think Lucas had to slow up because he had no front downforce, and Chris unfortunately just carried the speed and did collect the Porsche and sent himself into the spin. Oh, Sean, is this the last lap? I think it potentially might be. Can Lucas bring the car home with no front downforce whatsoever? Ryan Borg runs the last corner right now and is going to win this race, this eventful race to kick off our season 13.
Unbelievable.
Will Hammett's going to potentially get ahead of Glory Babby. Lucas finishes P2, Sturek P3, Glory Babby P4, and Will Hammond P5. Oh, Chris Taylor. Oh, Chris Taylor, my heart goes out to you.
Oh, Chrissy Taylor, that is sad. That was an unbelievable effort there, down into turn 9. I thought he had that move done, but Ryan Borg decided, no, I'm just going to hang around the outside, no problem, easy as you like. What a race, though. Fantastic race from everyone there. That had action aplenty. If that is the taste of what we got coming up for the season, sign me up. I am hooked in already. Unbelievable. Fantastic race. So congratulations, though. Does go to Ryan Borg. Does get the victory in the Lamborghini. Lucas Keys, here we go. We've got ourselves a replay here, so you can see the front bumpers decided to exit stage left. And this is a replay here of this final lap. So Lucas Keys has got no front downforce whatsoever. Absolutely none. As he flings it through the centre chicane there. And look at the gap back to Josh Druganan. So we forgot about them. We didn't think they were part of this. And then you can see the front just doesn't want to turn in on the Porsche. Chris Taylor knows he's got an opportunity here to get second position. He is trying every move he knows in the book. Lucas Key's got the full Minister of Defence action happening. Now, this is the important corner. What happens here? So, heading now down towards turn 8. Chrissy shows the nose, thinks better of it, and then tucks it back in. Now, Joshua Struik, as you can see, is right in the midst of this, and he's right in the action. So it goes through turn 8 now, and that must have been the slightest touch, or it's just the rear just said, I've had enough and I'm not doing this anymore.
I think he's had to back out of it and have to give a bit of a break. And you know, when the mid-engines go, they go. And unfortunately, right there, the loaded corner, Chris Taylor's unfortunately podium run came to an end. And Hungaroring, you get in the bin right now. Adelaide's where it's at, right? I have to say, Portimao, you better deliver tomorrow as well. But right now, Adelaide, for a new track to iRacing, to a new track to us in the sim, I have to say, absolutely sensational. Great race by everyone out there. And unfortunately, it did not go the way of a few of the others. But it's going to be Ryan Borg for Proline Esports. He's going to win that race. We wasn't sure if he was going to get to the end. He looked kind of in control, but he could never rest on his laurels. Was Lucas Keys in P2. Josh Stewart in P3, Glory Babby P4, Will Hammond P5, Tim Purcell P6, Christian Wells in P7. Chris Taylor does come home P8 at the end of the day after all that in P8. Dylan G. Smith in P9 and William Coleman P10. Oh, Sean, I need a moment. I need a moment.
Unbelievable race. And running down further, Davey Mayer in 11th, Jack Miller in 12th, Craig Allen 13th, Clark in 14th, Zios, Butler, Busk, McAdam, Dreyer, Fleming, McAllister, Basu, Galligan, Matthews, and a couple of drivers there not fitting, Benjamin Hignett, Neil Hughes, Archer, and some bloke named Joshua Holmes. What a race to start off the iRacing GT3 Cup Series. Brought to you by Thermaltake. That was something pretty special. What a race. Absolutely excited. Pumped to bring this to and looking forward to the next round. And of course, coming up on OOR, we've got, do you think this is it? No, we've got Thursday night action. So tomorrow evening, it will be WEC. They go around Portimao. And then Split Red will head around the Hungaroring. And then, of course, on Friday night, we've got the round 1 of the ELMS Cup. Looking forward to seeing how the prototypes go. And then, of course, Saturday night, it's the big one. It's the Duos event from the greatest 22 kilometres in the world, the Nordschleife. That is going to be a rip snorter as well. But any final words, Cam? Can you get any final words out?
I'm not too sure. What a race, what a race. And good job by everyone who puts this iRacing series on as well. Obviously, I'm very aware that one of them is in the booth right now and not wishing to blow too much smoke up his backside right now. But they have done a very good job. And it's just a very cool new dynamic, new series for us to, especially as a commentator, something new to commentate on as well. And very much looking forward to see where this goes further. I believe there will be everything goes to Spa in 1 week's time, but that's then. This is now. Looking forward to see how the LMU gets on tomorrow, and Split Red as well, obviously. Let's say, but that'll be it from me. But thank you very much, Sean, and thank you very much to Glenn as well, who obviously puts on the broadcast for us.
So big thank you to Glenn, as always. Thank you to our stewarding team. Thank you to our race directors. Thank you to Thermaltake for their continued support of OOR. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night. And as always, you've been watching Octane Online Racing.